this Thursday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust. Alongside Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Just looking at some texts on the Carbless Talking text line. Imagine how grumpy Tausch will be when he gets old. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Is old Tiana on a little edge today?
He'll be an entertaining old man.
Oh, he'll
Very
have his ups and
entertaining
downs.
old man. He's already entertaining, but you take away even like the filter that might be there
Oh,
currently.
yeah, like the old people, like you just say whatever you want without...
Yeah.
That show is a great show. They're going on 10 years now.
10 years.
They can't make it 30, not because they're not talented, but a grumpy Tausch and a grumpy Jason.
Oh, Lord.
Goodness.
Did you just kill off Wilde and Tausch before a 30-year anniversary?
I'm just saying, those two in their 70s arguing, it wouldn't end well.
Out if that's appointment listening or if that's something I'm avoiding at all costs.
Both.
Well, and think about
Some days it would hit, some days it wouldn't.
And think about Jesse in his 40s.
Oh,
Something like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, we could already go without him.
40s? Jesse's like already,
well,
like he's like 33.
I guess I was thinking 10 years. So, yeah, the 20 years, I suppose, would be.
Yeah.
Will Jesse
20
Nelson
years.
be producing Wilde and Tausch in 10 years?
Oh.
I don't know why he would leave.
For the betterment of society, we should say we hope not.
I don't know.
I don't know. Then he's got
It's a
to
pretty
he's going to
good
spread his
job.
wings and
A bigger platform for Jesse, where it's allowed
you know
to be
what?
able to leave to go take care of your dog once a week.
I'm lashing out. Everybody's been bullying me. I just needed to bully somebody else. Hand
Well,
up.
he's an easy target.
I know.
Yeah.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talking text line. I thought you were unfazed by the bullying. I thought you were good.
No, I'm good. But
No, I'm good.
no, I just have. I mean, I always say what? Self-awareness is the most important human quality. My self-awareness has led me to. I'm getting bullied, but I have no comeback at any point.
Ooh.
Yeah, do you...
Therefore, if the opportunity presents itself to bully an easy target, I'm not above that anymore.
You've always been above that. No, you haven't.
No.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. The world's strongest man, Alex Stro, lifting in the gym, getting stronger every day. Did you work out this morning?
I did.
You sent it to Ron and the Key?
I did.
So I have to add 5 total workouts to the tracker?
We are at number 5.
I'm proud of you.
Today was rough. Today I hit a little bit of a wall. Tomorrow's a rest day.
Did you send a message to anybody during was it so rough that you were considering different things?
I did send a text to somebody.
This sucks.
I said, reminder, I am weak. I would consider steroids.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. It's one
Fifth workout?
Literally 1 week ago, the bench press occurred. And after 1 week, we're already hitting a wall.
By the way,
Schwarzenegger.
with steroids, you still have to.
I did arms
Lift.
yesterday. I did arms again today.
What did you do? You did pulls yesterday.
Pulls.
Did you push
Today was a
push day?
Today was
Okay.
a push day.
Pull and push.
I think we should bully him into taking steroids.
No, we cannot do that.
I'm not going to take steroids.
Have you
I'm
tried to
kidding.
put up 95 again?
That's on
I
Sunday.
I have not bench pressed since.
That's Sundays with Kyle Wallace.
I do an incline bench machine, but that's different, obviously.
Yeah,
so.
little shoulders plus chest.
I'm proud of him, though.
He's won steroids already.
Well, yeah, but that shows he's motivated.
That was the very first part of my workout today. I got a little bit better, but the first machine I did was the incline
So
bench, and
you're
I was like,
telling
wow,
me
I'm weak.
I should put 4.5 workouts on the counter.
No, today was a full-blown
No,
workout.
he
I was there.
worked out.
I was there.
Oh.
I was there.
It's not about
for
how
over an
long
hour
you're there.
today.
I could have said when I was growing up paying back, well, I was in the gym 3 hours. Well, what did you do for 3 hours?
Did you sweat? That to me is a bare minimum. Even
Yeah.
lifting.
Today was probably my sweatiest day.
Okay,
I
good for you.
also ended with I did cardio. You bullied me into it. I
nice.
ended the workout with a little.
Stop
cardio.
saying bullying.
I don't think
Wait,
he
how did I
needs-
bully you to
motivated
cardio?
you to do like
That was you, wasn't it? Who said you should do cardio?
Well,
No,
at
I
the
said you
end.
should do cardio after lifting.
Yeah, that's what I did today.
Okay, but yeah, you were like mixing the two of them.
how much?
You gotta
I don't
separate
want
them.
that boy to lose too much weight, though.
well, the lifting with
Guys,
hopefully you're adding
actually,
protein to your diet.
I do have a big development. I had my first protein shake today.
No.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what did
You
been
had
doing
one
for
when Josh
recovery last-
DiMaggio
Oh,
gave
true.
one last week Friday. Already a lie. Market 205.
I just forgot about that one. It wasn't a lie.
Uh-huh.
It was a unfortunate mistake. Now, what was the question, Brad?
Why is this your first protein shake? You should be taking them after every workout.
Because I didn't have protein powder, but now I do. It came yesterday.
Here come the gains, baby. Here come the gains.
And just to make up for the lack of protein, I had a double protein shake.
Doesn't work like that.
I know, I'm kidding. I actually just put too much water in my initial shake, and my fiance said, hey, that's too much water. It's going to taste like crap. And so I said, all right, I'll just put 2
Wait,
scoops
does she know
in.
more than you about this protein stuff?
Yeah.
She's lifted a lot longer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Timmy
look at that.
chimes in on the Carbless Talking text
proud of
line.
you, Stro.
As I feel a shift in the pendulum, in the same way Strove can't come back right away after a workout, if someone basically saying you can tell Brusty that you have more hair than he does. So people are coming around to Team Strove. You got more hair than me. You may not have muscles,
Did
but you
you
got more
read the
hair.
whole text before you read it on air?
I read the part that you have more hair than me. I was trying to give him an attaboy. Yes, we are happy for Alex Strove.
I'm so happy for Alex today.
I'm telling you, the transformation. Did you take yourself a picture of yourself?
Do it,
gotta
man.
do it. You gotta see it
Again,
before
stop.
picture.
When he doesn't listen, just don't say it again because it's not going to happen. Now, someone I do feel bad for is a crazy
What a
transition. Williamson Nortman.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Did you not know I was going to say that?
No, I did.
Because Bradley Nortman has been living a life of secrecy on Kyle Brust Nortman because he's added a kid and it's a lot, right? It's a lot in the household. So Williamson is 6 months or turning 6 months
tomorrow, boys.
Wow,
6 months
time
old.
And if I can remember correctly, that is when you start introducing foods.
Yes.
This poor young soul is never going to taste anything delicious for the rest of his life.
Yeah, if I do it right, that's
poor
exactly.
is not
financially.
not financial.
Yeah, if I do it right, that's exactly what'll happen because he'll be just like his daddy, right? And you know how I roll. I mean, we're talking about no sugar. I was actually, because we talked about this a little bit in pre-show, I was thinking, what's the last sugar I've had? And I had to go back several months, I think to Christmas time. I got an organic sourdough cinnamon roll.
That doesn't even count.
An organic sourdough cinnamon roll made with real
Do they
cane
make
sugar.
organic sourdough cinnamon rolls?
I go to a local farmer.
I never
And I
heard
got
of a
it.
sourdough cinnamon roll.
It's so good.
I mean,
in
it
my
sounds
life.
good, but
It's so good. I'm
what
like,
was the
this is
icing
plenty. This
fake?
is too much. This is gluttonous. I got to stop right
Gluttonous.
here. And
So,
yeah, I mean,
what are you not going to give him anything with sugar?
nope, no added sugar till at least age 2. At least age 2.
All right.
And we've already got. I mean, you guys know us thinking ahead, right? We've already got stacked because tomorrow when we start introducing foods and all that kind of stuff, the purees and whatnot. We've already got stacked organic little jars vegetables. I'm not even doing fruit. Vegetables to start.
You gonna let him eat the taste sweet?
What?
No, because that'll ruin him, Kyle. It'll ruin him. He'll get the taste of the apple, and he'll say, I don't want this kale anymore. I don't want this kale spinach puree.
He ain't gonna give him apples or bananas or
He
strawberries
doesn't
or
get the natural
blueberries.
sugars of the earth.
Maybe if he receives,
That's organic.
Maybe if he receives the vegetables well, the green vegetables, maybe I would move into pumpkin and butternut squash.
That is
plenty sweet. Sweet.
This is crazy.
What's wrong with you?
This is so disrespectful. Yeah, it's so
Thank
disrespectful. Is he gonna have to watch you eat your organic sugar
That was
cane?
months ago.
But still, y'all gonna have some sweets around him. He gonna want some. Why are you starving the boy
But
from sweets?
you'll have that after he goes to bed.
And when we say sweets, we're talking about fruit. We're not talking about candy.
Yeah, and I'll celebrate the vegetables and the lean proteins, and because they can also do maybe some mixed up, really pureed organic chicken. The lean protein. So
Cody chimes in, is his name actually Williamson, or is that Ben being fancy saying William?
No, it's Williamson. Williamson.
It's Brad
or Will,
Nortman.
whatever.
Of course it's
We just need a
Williamson,
stately
part of the
name.
Nortman estate.
Yeah, very stately.
It
Williamson or Will, whatever you like to call him, KB.
I just don't.
No fruit?
No fruit.
that-
And for at least a
Butternut
couple
squash
months.
and pumpkin is what he might
I guess
graduate
I don't
to.
get that. Why is butternut squash and pumpkin? That's not something you're regularly eating, though.
It's slightly sweeter
Okay, but
than green vegetables.
you don't understand that you're going out of your way to purchase butternut squash and pumpkin just for a tiny baby that
No,
won't
they
eat all
make
of it.
those in the jars. They make in the jars
so
of
it's
baby
food.
Yeah, baby food.
I asked this question.
But we do have a puree thing, so you can put a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah,
and puree it up.
Throw a
We do have that,
strawberry
too.
in there for him, would you?
No.
On the Carbless talking
you
text
cannot
line,
bully me into doing that with my
David chimes in, "Oh, we will. This poor kid is going to have the most disgusting first birthday cake."
I do. Now that's actually funny. We're thinking of. We've thought about like maybe we do like a raw like date based cake for his birthday party. I'm not even kidding.
Excuse me?
That sounds expensive for a 1-year-old.
Because dates are sweet. But at least it's no added sugar. You probably can't cook it, so it's raw, right? It's raw dates. But you can make dates really.
He's gonna
really
be in
good.
first grade. Hey, Williamson, what dessert did your parents pack for you?
Celery.
So I
Celery.
That's
my dessert. Celery.
Maybe you'll throw
With
in some
organic peanut butter.
I will say, inside the safe confines of the Nortman estate, like we can control the food, right? I get a little bit concerned because we're thinking ahead, right? We're thinking about, okay, 2K and 3K. A lot of the 2Ks and 3Ks we think about, we've already talked to some of the teachers, and you have to bring your own food, right?
I'm sorry, wait. Okay.
So I'm a little concerned of the swapping and the trades and the open,
Wait till they get out. They get out of the estate, and they're gonna be like,
But hold on.
the open economic marketplace. That is the lunch hall.
Brad, in order for trades to go through, right? Like the Bears made one for that.
You have
I'm gonna
to
use
have
this as an example.
assets.
So the Bears traded DJ Moore, who's a good NFL wide receiver,
Yeah.
and a fifth-round pick, to the Bills. The Bills traded back a second-round pick. Some would view that as what's called a fair trade.
Because there's value on both sides.
If Williamson
he's
is
gonna be
bringing
ringing a bell at the lunch table. Please, somebody
if
dessert.
Williamson is bringing a stick of celery to the table, and a kid has a Cosmic Brandy and another kid has an Oreo, I don't think they're dealing with Williamson.
Well, you know, one trick of the trade is to take organic cooked carrots.
Just
you cook
drop
the carrots,
the O
you
word.
put cinnamon on it. You put cinnamon on it. That is a real.
I promise
trick
you, Brad,
to get
a 4-year-old
get people to eat
A
it.
4-year-old's not giving their Oreo up for that crap.
Yeah.
I should hope not. I don't want an Oreo anywhere near Williamson.
Well, here's
Nowhere
the,
near him.
Here's the thing that sucks for poor Williamson. He's gonna go to daycare and he's gonna have an apple. He's gonna go home and tell his parents he got an apple. End up grounded. For
The teacher gave me an apple.
You ate a what? Didn't we tell you about that poisonous apple? Didn't we tell you about that? You so happened to Snow White, Adam and Eve. You're better than that.
It is the forbidden fruit.
Apples don't end well. They don't end well.
Goodness gracious!
But you can't give them the taste of fruit. I'm serious.
This is
Kyle.
the most.
They're not going to be able to
Kyle
trick or
Wallace-
treat, says Derek.
When Kyle Wallace Jr. is 6 months old, you're going to think back to this conversation.
I'm going
when
to
Alex
give him the
Stroh
mush
Jr.
applesauce or whatever it is, the healthy. I'm going to give him the healthy guy. He ain't going to have organic.
All right.
We ain't got Nortman money, but we're going to give him the best we can afford.
All right, get ready for rebellion.
What do you mean rebellion?
He's going to say no when you put a vegetable in front of him.
You get ready for rebellion, my friend.
Just
you start.
Just wait.
What?
That first. I hope Grandma and Grandpa. I hope hope y'all listening. Don't let y'all son do this to y'all grandbaby. When Williamson comes to y'all house, y'all say, him baby.
Oh, we'll know.
Don't
We'll
take
know.
some of that.
Well, no, based on
Because he's gonna have a full of life and happy.
I will say the grandparents are looking to dote and spoil.
Yeah.
And that is one area where it's hard to monitor that.
Papa and Mama
it's
Nortman, thank you.
protected in the Nortman estate, but outside of it, it's the Wild West. And I need to teach him.
They're gonna
say no.
homeschool this kid,
Right? It's like
no
Dare.
choice.
Right? Remember Dare? They just say no. Williamson, just say no. If it's colorful, not green.
Chef Ed chimes
Say no.
in. Brad, you do realize when he's older, he's going to rebel against you and end up getting fat.
Yeah, you know them sweets.
Take that back, Chef Ed.
No,
You take
I'm
it back.
Team Chef Ed.
You take it back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, once that boy finally get a cookie, a real cookie, not a more organic, healthy, he gonna eat a real cookie one day.
and he's
or a
not
snack.
gonna. They're gonna slap the food away from Brad and Lexi.
I have a question
Wait,
about
hold
you.
on. But
Yes.
you do realize when he gets a cookie in school, he's gonna take it and hide it away, and they're gonna say, "What's wrong with?" He's gonna be off the wall once he has real sugar.
But is it just me, or if you haven't had like sugar for a while, and then you taste sugar, there's almost like a little bit
I can't weigh
repulsed
in
by
on
it,
this.
right?
Not when
I
you're
have sugar
not when
every
you're
day.
4.
This would be like if Strofe went a day without sugar. How would he
I
be
don't know what
feeling?
you mean by that. I do have a question though,
Yes,
because
sure.
and it's more about you. It's not about your wonderful son. So you live. We call it the estate. You live in a wonderful neighborhood.
It's a
And
nice neighborhood.
I remember when I grew up trick or treating, we'd target the big houses, the nice neighborhoods, because sometimes you'd get like a king size candy bar, or you get maybe they'd give you $10 because I don't know, whatever. So when kids trick or treat at your house, what do you give out?
We give the sugar-free candy.
You suck.
Like Lily's. Have you ever heard of Lily's?
No wonder why their doorbell never gets rung.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
Smart Sweets are outstanding sugar-free gummies.
Brad,
chocolate.
Here's the problem.
Try it and
Brad, sugar-free organic.
Here's the issue. When I was a kid, I hated dark chocolate. I hated sugar-free stuff because I was like, ugh. Now as an adult, I've adjusted, and it actually, it's better for my palate now. But it may taste good to you at 35, 36, but at 6 to 10, that stuff is disgusting.
They're getting made fun of at school.
Well, no, so I don't know about that because we went trick-or-treating with the twins that we have, right? And Williamson was tagging along too. Obviously, you're mostly getting Snickers and M&Ms and all that kind of stuff. We basically just tucked that away. One house in the other states gave out Smart Sweets. And I said,
that
boys,
house,
enjoy
Brad,
these Smart
You
Sweets.
let the boys have Smart Sweets?
Yeah, it's no sugar. It's no artificial flavors, all the good things. So
you
I said,
don't want
boys.
to be the house that kids walk past and go, yeah, you don't need to go there.
No, they're going to egg the house.
Wow.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to get egged.
Oh, wow.
I hope so.
No,
I'll do it for the kids.
Hey, kids, here's your eggs. Here's a dozen.
They
deserve
taste
it.
the Smart Sweets and say, I don't need that other stuff.
I hate
this is just as good.
Williamson.
And it's healthier for my body and my brain.
Poor kid.
Wherever you put your thoughts and prayers, put it for Williamson as he grows up.
And the
In a
journey,
sugarless world.
And the journey starts tomorrow on his 6-month birthday.
What
What a journey it'll be for Williamson.
I can't wait till he refuses to eat this kale stuff and you have no choice but to give him some applesauce and he just lights up like a Christmas tree.
Not my son.
I'm pulling for you, Williamson. We're going to liberate you.
Team Williamson.
Yeah, in solidarity.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, just a great man, bad decision, Brad Nortman, and our big strong man, Alex Stro, running the show. It is free agent time, and teams are already making some moves or tampering or trying to. The Bears made a trade. Lane Johnson wants Max Crosby. What are the Packers going to do? Do you believe in Goody? Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
Heck yeah! It's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stro for my friends at Robert Hack Diamonds. Listen, when it came to buying an engagement ring for my now fiance, I had no idea what I was doing, which is why I went to the team at Robert Hack. I heard her say words like radiant cut and solitaire, but to be real honest, I didn't really know what that meant. So I wrote it down, I brought it to the team at Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield, and they knocked it out of the park. It's true, if you've never been through this process before, the team at Robert Hack are absolute experts. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, 1 in Greenfield, Brookfield South, and Brookfield North. If you're looking to take the next step like I did, and your girlfriend maybe is posting things on her Pinterest page or is showing you pictures, bring it into Robert Hack. They'll do their best to duplicate a dream ring for her, just like they did for my fiance. Moral of the story, if you are like me and you want to start, you just don't really know where, the answer's clear. Visit one of the 3 Robert Hack locations in the Milwaukee area. Just like me, at the end, you'll say, heck yeah, with Robert Hack Diamonds. And RobertHackDiamonds.com, that's RobertHackDiamonds.com.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
For people with nasal congestion, snoring, or sleep apnea, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination for all your problems?
Welcome to Advent, Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care in one location. over 95% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
We have standards in Wisconsin. Cheese should squeak. Sports and tailgating go hand in hand with brats aplenty. And beef is a delicacy where each bite makes you close your eyes for a second. For 50 years, Bunzel's has been hand-selecting the finest beef, making homemade specialty sausages, and crafting award-winning jerky right here at home. Because Wisconsin is still cattle country, quality isn't optional. It's expected. And after 5 decades, Bunzel's still delivers. Stop in today at 90th and Burleigh or at bunzels.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Did you know Professional Construction Inc. has an in-house team of interior designers? We're excited to bring our expertise to you with our brand new virtual interior design program. Maybe you're not ready for a full construction project, but you are ready to refresh that outdated room. Our PCI design team creates stunning photorealistic renderings, a mood board, and a curated shopping list, all delivered to you in just days.
For all your construction and design needs,
visit professionalconstructioninc.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Bears shifted DJ Moore out to Buffalo for a second-round pick. Elsa sent a fifth. Moves are going to start to be made very soon here in the NFL. Packers restructured Xavier McKinney.
All right, first domino.
About $4.5 million, I think, in savings.
Below the cap now, officially. Barely.
A lot more moves to be made. Elton Jenkins, probably, likely, 99% out of here. And we'll see with Quay Walker what happens with Rashawn Gary and the other free agents that the Packers have coming up. But when you see all of the action already, and you get into legal tampering next week, Brian Gutekunst, confidence level, your thoughts on what he can do for the Green Bay Packers, the extended man.
I've come to the point where I've accepted that Goody will never turn the Packers into a truly great team. The only way to be like an actual Super Bowl team, for this Goody-led team to show up in the Super Bowl, Jordan Love will have to be the MVP. That's the only way I see it. Now, that's possible because we've seen stretches where he plays MVP caliber. So you stretch that for, 18 weeks plus a couple of postseason games. It's possible. But when it comes to a comprehensive offense, defense, special teams, I've seen enough now. Guys, he's in like year 8 of being the Packers GM. How much more do we need to see before we see the draft philosophy is enough to keep them competitive, but not great? Draft and develop. Well, the time that they develop into somebody that's really good, it's year 3 or 4. And like most of the draft classes now that we're seeing in the 2022 draft, most of them leave to free agency. You might extend one. He's not hitting on enough guys soon enough. And the guys that eventually are, they turn into just good players, not guys that you're like, oh, we got to have them. We cannot let them walk. That plus the age restriction that he puts on this team. Basically, nobody over 30 will give you a second contract, but nothing else. It's going to be hard to ever create depth, maturity, a veteran presence. Again, this Packer team will stay good, but it'll be hard for them to be truly great, truly Super Bowl contenders with always a perpetual young roster, and he always operates in free agent moderation, right? We'll probably get a couple of guys, but when it comes to like big splashes, making trades, it's few and far between. Yes, you do Micah Parsons. Yes, you do Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. But for every one of those, there's many off seasons of no activity or missing on free agent guys. So this will be a good team for a long time, knocking on the door of great. But truly Super Bowl, unless Jordan Love's an MVP, I just don't see it.
I have an idea, a half-baked one that I'm going to need Alex Stro for. And it's not for today. I think we could do something tomorrow around this as we head Monday back on our next show after tomorrow. where there's legal tampering, and we see some decisions being made from Adam Schefter on there. I'd love to know, of the last 5 Super Bowl teams, like how many players they have from like 5 or 6 years ago from their draft classes. Because we've done the exercise in Green Bay specifically, going back to 2019, 2020, 2021, and now we're on to 2022, where we know a lot of the 2022 guys, specifically Quay Walker. We'll see what happens with him. They did the 5th-year option from Devontae Wyatt. But even a 5th-year option for Devontae Wyatt, he was a first-round draft pick, where you're not looking at Devontae Wyatt as like, yeah, man, after this 5th year of him being on the team, we got to keep him for a good chunk of money and make him a core foundation of this team, right? So that's where I'm getting at. How many of those teams in the Super Bowl have those core foundational guys that were drafted by the team and made an impact? And you could even look at 24 and 23 because we know the impact that JSN had, right, for the Seattle Seahawks. So
Kenneth Walker as well.
Yeah, so that's sort of where my mind goes from I think we can dissect as we do the Green Bay Packers and what we can expect in free agency based off of history. And with the history of Micah Parsons being traded before the season, that does throw a little wrinkle into the risk that we have not seen over 30 years.
That was a big deal.
That is something where you can say, well, we shouldn't judge free agency based off of what we've seen in the past and where they're at right now at the cap, because they did something that we haven't seen them do in years past heading into the season. So I'm very curious. I'm sure Stro will be able to do something with that for tomorrow as he nods his head yes.
And so, Brad, I disagree with you simply because though I am very critical of Goody because I judge him based off the results. That's not based off the effort. It's based off the results. And when you look at what the effort was, though, from last season, is Goody actually did attempt to address positions of need. When we look at this offseason, O-line, D-line, cornerback, those were positions that we feel like were not good enough. But what did he do in the offseason?
Well, he may have addressed the positions of need, but while addressing the positions of need, he picked 2 guys that have now hamstrung himself in the opportunity to do more with cutting them, and Nate Hobbs and Aaron Banks doesn't help.
You're like John Horst, who takes big swings, but you're missing. You have to take the swing and you have to hit.
No, I understand. But when we look at the position of needs, his O-line, D-line, cornerback, and Banks, Hobbs, and Parsons all fit the bill for that. And so when we're talking about you don't believe and trust that he's going to make that attempt, he made that attempt. Is just not trusting.
It's bad that you said O-line and cornerback because
that was the D-line. That was the investment.
They were there last year, but he went and got Micah for D-line. So I take that off the list in a way.
Sure.
But when you say O-line, that was a huge point of emphasis after the Philly game. And cornerbacks, we all knew. That even with Nate Hobbs, I mean, you're hoping for the best, but it's not like you felt good with a rolled ankle away of playing Bo Melton.
No, that's what I'm saying is that's why for me, maybe call me crazy, but for how the season ended and the way that it ended for the Green Bay Packers, we got exposed a little bit. And one thing Goody does is when we get exposed, he doesn't just sit on his hands and does nothing. Now, does he take big swings all the time? No. But he doesn't just sit on his hands. So that's why I am confident that when we go into this offseason, he's going to do something. Like, he's going to do something. Now, will it turn out to work? We don't know. And only one team, everything turns out to work in their best interest. But I do believe that Goody is going to at least try. Is he going to do all the right stuff?
I need you to quantify that.
Oh, well, but don't all teams try?
Everyone tries.
But Goody, let's be honest, all right? How much we are disappointed in this last offseason. He paid big money to Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks, I think, was the first or second highest paid guard in free agency last year. He gave pretty solid money, big money to a cornerback in Nate Hobbs as well.
Oh, we know.
And he took a massive swing, which I think was a home run with Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. So I mean, so we do know that he's going to take. In the year before that, what did he do?
He hit a home run. He had a grand slam, but also they lost the game.
No, I know 100% great analogy.
Like,
they did.
The relief pitchers blew it.
I get it because they didn't have enough depth on the roster. So I hope that in this season, right, you got to learn something each and every year. The Green Bay Packers, to me, are not far off, right? Understand injuries happen. The Packers had injuries. They didn't have the depth, and everything completely fell apart in the second half of the Denver game. So now if I'm Goody, I'm looking at this roster saying, okay, we were at a point where we were probably good enough to win the NFC North and good enough to get to the NFC Championship game. We're going to bring back a lot of contributors from that roster that we feel like are foundational players, and what do I have to do to add better players to this roster, and what do I have to do to add depth? So if I am a GM, if I'm Goody, I fully understand that I put a roster good enough to be competitive, to try to compete for a championship, but not win a championship. So now we know what the next step is. So even through all the losses, through the 5-game losing streaks, the Packers should have learned something, and I'm hoping that Goody will take the knowledge that he learned in these losses and turns them into victories.
800-990-3776. We'll have Jason Wilde on later in the show to continue to dive deeper into this. It got me thinking as Captain Matty Ice on YouTube chimed in with a percentage chance he thinks that the Packers take a cornerback in the second round. I know Potawatomi Casino Hotel, as I looked, will have some odds of first position group drafted by the Green Bay Packers at some point. That's always fun to look at. But again,
Brad was talking about that last year receiver.
I was salivating at those odds. That was a lot of fun. Come on, Pato.
Yeah, well, they're going to get through free agency first, because then when there's free agency, you have a better idea of where
you need.
Yeah, easy, Brad. Yeah, I know you're itching, but slow down there. But you don't have to slow down at home.
Yeah, that's right, because when it comes to being at home, I'm going to go home and crack open on this thirsty Thursday an ice cold Carbless. That's just what I do. And honestly, the new 4-packs that's coming out in 2026, out of this world. You already know about Blood Orange. Blood Orange, by popular demand, hitting the shelves with its own 4-pack, but it's sweeping off the shelves. Next up, grapefruit. The grapefruit 4-pack is so good. It is tart. It is crisp. It is citrus that you love. It is a distinct grapefruit flavor that is so refreshing. It's going to transport you to a tropical paradise, and it is always bold on flavor. And something that, as we determined in the first segment, boy, guilt-free is the only way that I approach my life, and Carbless is guilt-free. No carbs, no sugar. You hear that? No sugar. Just 100 calories, always gluten-free, and the oh-so-perfect Goldilocks level of carbonation must be tasted to be believed. It is just the perfect guilt-free, ready-to-drink cocktail that I know I'm going to be enjoying on a night like tonight. Big flavor, clean ingredients, no guilt. That is the Carbless experience.
Another Bucs game. Another moment of joy turned into sadness. Why'd you play the sounder?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Antetokounmpo forever.
He's supposed to be the Bucs fan too, I thought. I thought we were the big Bucs fans.
Giannis Antetokounmpo forever.
All right, next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Imagine working with a contractor that quits halfway through a project or never calls you back when you have questions. Or worse, takes your money and you never see them again. Unfortunately, we hear about them all the time. Hi, this is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and Siding Unlimited is absolutely not that company. Siding Unlimited has been doing business for 32 years, proving to be an honest, ethical, and forthright company. If you're looking for the honest guys for your next siding, windows, roofing, and doors project, stop by sidingunlimited.com today.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% Wisconsin-owned and managed business technology company. James' client, Amy Simonson, IT administrator with Professional Services Group.
We have several locations throughout southeastern Wisconsin. Having them all under one company has been very helpful.
Big or small, one location or several, James Imaging Systems is your one-stop business technology resource.
And they are on top of everything. When we have a problem, it's answered right away.
James Imaging Systems, IT-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and unrivaled local service and support.
And they're always looking for what else can we do? What else do you need? So they want our company to succeed as well as their own.
Let James Imaging Systems help your business succeed. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Homer here with a message about Three Pillars Senior Living Communities, located on a serene setting along the Bark River on 300 gorgeous acres. Three Pillars Senior Living Communities is a top-ranked full continuum community. Active adult, independent living, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing, and rehab. Three Pillars, the hands-down choice for you or your loved one. Been there. Know people who live there. They love it. You got to go to Dousman and see it in person. Get all the info on Three Pillars at threepillars.org.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
According to Stephen A. Smith, Doc Rivers is expected to retire from coaching at the end of the 2025-2026 season.
Congratulations on a marvelous and incredible career as a coach,
going out on top,
player. A retirement. He deserves retirement. You do. Yeah. He's given his life to basketball. Give his life to himself.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and retire,
please.
And thank you.
Why do you keep adding thank you? What did he do for you, Kyle Wallace? Isn't it about you and your franchise?
No, he
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stro running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk.
He gave a lot of great memories to the city that I love in Milwaukee when he played at Marquette. Doc Rivers. So I'm happy. I'm happy for he's made this city so happy when he played for Marquette. So thank you for your contributions.
Up 13 at the end of the first quarter. Lose by double digits against the Atlanta Hawks, who Kyle was mentioning as they are we ran the Monte Carlo yesterday.
Ooh, I think it took a hit after
the playoff chances, the play-in chances.
I need to come Kyle Carlo.
At a loss
Carlo
to the Hawks, who they were chasing in the play-in opportunity, as the Hornets, the day after the Bucks played. Or not day after.
2 days after.
2 days after, because the Celtics were on a back-to-back. By the way, I forgot to mention that was a back-to-back, I think, against the Bucks.
On Monday?
Yeah.
This team keeps
Let me confirm that, but when I saw that, I was like, no way.
This team keeps on finding new ways.
The Hornets, what I was mentioning, who's also in the 10th spot ahead of the Bucks, then won 118-89 yesterday with Jaylen Brown back.
They find new ways to make me shake my head and to even give me more clarity and hopefully Giannis clarity.
March 1st against the Sixers and then March 2nd against the Bucks.
Hopefully Giannis clarity that this whole thing, this whole operation, it needs to get bulldozed. You know, when you evaluate a house. And you're like, you know what? Maybe we could. It's not pretty. It's not very functional. I don't know what the future of this house looks like. And you got two options: you either remodel it or you bulldoze it.
They have remodeled 15 times.
Can I just say, it's so unrelatable. I've never looked at a house. I might just.
I'm just gonna knock it down. I'm with you.
I'm gonna knock it down.
Yeah, start
fresh.
Buy
a house instead of buying a lot and bulldoze it.
It's just good. It's only.
Yeah, I love how Brad talked. Like everyone listening can totally put themselves in that scenario. Where they're like, I'm just gonna knock it down.
Yeah, because you guys have all had that decision, right? You look at the house and you say, I can buy it and I bulldoze it, or I can go through the remodel. But the problem is after the remodel, remodel, you're still not going to be satisfied. It's still just going to be an all right house. You just painted over the blemishes.
Brad and our CEO are the only people who know what that's like.
And yeah, this house needs to get bulldozed.
So from an expert.
From someone who knows a thing or two about bulldozing as an option, this needs to get bulldozed. You have to lay a whole new foundation, start fresh. This is not a remodel, not enough for this team. Not enough.
I agree with Brad. Though I cannot relate with Brad, I agree with Brad that it is time to bulldoze this team. I mean, it's just the team's not playing well with Giannis. Like we can beat around the bush about it, or we can be real about it. The team looks worse with Giannis, and that's not of Giannis's fault. That is simply because of the guys that are around him do not know how to excel with Giannis in the lineup. They have gotten blown out in back-to-back games. Fool's gold. It's beyond fool's gold. This is awful. This is just bad. And again, so even if the Bucks get hot, they're not going to all of a sudden figure it out in the next 21 games to actually make a run in the playoffs. And I don't think the Bucks have enough assets, and the GM has enough ability to be able to try to configure a team around Giannis that's just going to work out. Unless they get lucky where there's a guy out there that's a legitimate player like a Devin Booker, and they decide that, we'll give you Devin Booker for your first-round draft pick. That's probably the only thing that can save you to keep Giannis. Other than that, Giannis ain't going to stay here, and we shouldn't be mad about it. If you see the product on the court, we're fans, watch it, and it sucks. Imagine being somebody on a team that has a desire to win a championship.
He threw the ball against the basket. He ain't happy.
Frustration.
This
is second game back.
That's all it took.
Oh, wow.
That's all it took.
2 games back. Being out for 5 weeks. What happened to the game he loves? Now he mad.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we're going to get back.
I love the game and going day by day, so happy to be out there with the team. Were you happy, Giannis?
All it took was
Are you happy?
One game, I'm happy to be back. Game 2. After game 5, it's going to be back to it's just day to day.
Let's go to Joe in Milwaukee. You're on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776. How you feeling about the Milwaukee Bucks?
Kudos to Doc Rivers and his great playing career and his coaching career. It's unfortunate that the way the roster is constructed and the system that he tried to implement, it just doesn't work. I had the luxury of going to the Bucks Minnesota game at home. I don't know if you guys remember that one. That was about a 30 or 40 point blowout.
No Anthony Edwards either, right?
And no, you're right. I believe he did sit, but. It's just frustrating to watch how in the modern NBA it is pick and roll, everybody standing around the 3-point line, and especially on offense, nobody flowing to the hoop when there's a shot up, and which is one of the reasons why we get totally killed offensively on offensive boards. It's like almost non-existent unless it's something that just happens to bounce high off the rim and way back at somebody.
Joe, you know what I'm noticing as well? And I agree with the whole offensive side of thing. I'm starting to think, the way the roster's put together, I don't even know if they like playing with each other, right? Do you feel like that?
I don't know. They seem to enjoy playing without one guy on the court. They seem happy. And it might have been fool's gold.
Thank you, Joe.
They found some gold, loser's gold. It was loser's gold. But they seemed more fun. It seemed just more tense when Giannis was out there.
But it was Cam Thomas making crazy shots and making plays.
We were a loser team. Loser teams.
I know. I guess my observation with Giannis back is there is a level of frustration.
Would you be happy?
They don't like playing together.
Would you be happy playing
whether
with
it's
somebody?
him?
No. Honestly, Giannis is basically at the mode as Kobe. Remember Kobe had to deal with that loser team? He's looking around like, Doug, what are y'all smiling for? Y'all all sour and soft. That's what he's upset about.
And sorry.
It's just he's mad, and nobody wants to. They probably looking. Look, here he go. Giannis mad again. Look at that. He mad.
Mark in New Berlin, the early Jordan Love believer, earlier than Jordan Love even believed in himself. You called him a Ferrari in the garage. The Ferrari's out. What do you got on the Milwaukee Bucks, Mark in New Berlin?
First of all, I got to thank Mr. Seth for motivating me, man. I'm wearing my sauna suit. You guys remember what those are? The sauna suits. They're like plastic bags you're wearing. You lose weight. I'm wearing my ankle weights. I'm working out. I got my 10-pound kettlebell. So shouts out to Mr. Stroh. He's motivating me.
You sound
mean. Oh, yeah. By Easter, I'm going to be lean and mean, I told my wife. Now, get into the Bucks. We got to blow it all up. Not just the bench players and the who is that, Bobby Portis. We got to get rid of Giannis. I was watching that game that you went to, Benny. He was on the sidelines pouting, shaking his head. This is what we want. Take him. Take his cheerleader brother Thanasis. Get rid of him. Blow this up. Look at the Charlotte Hornets, what they're doing. Take a look at that team with our own Con Knipple. They're kicking ass. They're fun to go watch. I mean, this is what people go. I go to the Bucks game. I take my nephew. What do I see? I see the blowout. I see David Gruber sitting across. I see Wes Edens wearing his skinny jeans. And then I see Giannis shaking his head. That's really what I wanted to pay $250 a seat for? No, get rid of this team. They're no good. And where's Doc Rivers with his 15 coaches? They got to go. Jim Baker's got to go.
The 15 coaches.
If you got to bring, we had Pat Connaughton. We let him go. Yeah, that was another great move.
You always just have to mess up, Mark. Pat Connaughton sitting on the bench with Charlotte. He wouldn't be doing anything.
Oh, he left Charlotte. He got cut from Charlotte, didn't he?
And then he made the roster.
And he re-signed.
Oh, he just re-signed after he got cut?
They basically did a whole ceremony in front of the team saying, I didn't expect him to be on this team. Charles Lee said that. And he showed up every day, and he made the roster.
But they waived him after the trade deadline, and then they re-signed him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, again?
What we're talking about.
I was going even before, like at the beginning of the season.
Oh, he had 6 points yesterday, 14 minutes.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
I mean, AJ Green is...
What happened to the AJ Green hype? They signed him to it.
He got signed.
He got paid.
He said, you know what? His money's good. He's guaranteed, all guaranteed.
Shot doesn't feel as good anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
That's all right. I'll be all right.
Counting all that money.
I would be too.
Counting all that money.
Man, it's very unfortunate because this is the beginning of the end. Ben just said something in my ear. I have no idea what you just said. Ben said something. Did you hear what he said, Brad?
No.
I want everyone on YouTube. I want everyone on Twitter, on the Carbless Talking text line. Anybody listening to listen to Kyle Wallace about how much we are going to be winning for kids that need diapers.
Oh, you said bowl with us. Oh, you definitely can bowl with us.
Yes, I said that.
We go bowling for babies and throwing strikes for babies on Saturday. We're only 2 days away for Bowling for Babies this Saturday, March 7th, at the Village Bowl in Menominee Falls, where we'll be raising funds for the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. Giannis's wife is also somebody who's a big supporter of the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. It is a great, great cause that a lot of people should get behind, and you can get behind on Saturday by putting together a team of 4 and hit the lanes where registration is only $170 per team, where all the proceeds and fees benefit the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. If you want in, all you have to do is text BABY to 855-616-1620. That is BABY to 855-616-1620 to sign up for Bowling for Babies. Let's bowl and help families who are in need.
Stro said that he cooked a really fun over-under coming up next. Let's go with caller number 9 and caller number 12. Caller 9, you're going to get a category from Alex Strofe and an over-under line. If you believe in Kyle, Brad, and myself, that we will get over the amount of the guesses and 10 times that we get to guess based off Strofe line, you can take us and say, I believe in KBN. If you don't believe that we will do well, then you take the under. Caller 12, you're stuck on the other side. Someone's walking away a winner. 800-990-3776. Caller 9, caller 12. Alex Strofe hitting the phone lines right now. 800-990-3776. Over under next.
This is Kyle, Brust and Nortman.
The kid's got the longest rope in radio.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You could take that one of two ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you with the confidence.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
With your Sagani Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. Marquette rolled past Providence 78-56 on the road, powered by another strong outing from Nigel James Jr. The freshman point guard led the way with 20 points, attacking off the dribble and setting the tempo as the Golden Eagles built a commanding first-half lead.
3 to shoot. James, deep 3. Good! Good! Oh, absolutely bailed him out.
Marquette improves to 11-19 overall and 6-13 in Big East play. They wrap up the regular season Saturday at Fiserv Forum against 4th-ranked UConn on Senior Day.
Medicare can be confusing. It can be a lot to consider when you just want medical and financial security. WPS Medicare Supplement Insurance keeps it simple. You have the freedom to see any doctor in the U.S. who accepts Medicare. Planning on moving? Your plan moves with you. Can't get much simpler than that. Call Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. WPS Medicare Supplement Insurance. The intent of this advertisement is solicitation of insurance. Contact may be made by the insurer or a licensed agent. Neither Wisconsin Physician Service Insurance Corporation nor its agents nor products are connected with the federal Medicare program.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a call.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Did you know Professional Construction Inc. has an in-house team of interior designers? We're excited to bring our expertise to you with our brand new virtual interior design program. Maybe you're not ready for a full construction project, but you are ready to refresh that outdated room. Our PCI design team creates stunning photorealistic renderings, a mood board, and a curated shopping list, all delivered to you in just days.
For all your construction and design needs,
visit professionalconstructioninc.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Time now for one of our favorite games on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Every Thursday at this time, we play Over Under.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Yeah, I definitely know Stro is not himself because he didn't go
Oh,
I know. Where was that?
The combine got to you.
I was too focused on making sure my laptop was set up right. I forgot to do it.
Storage issues?
Over under time.
Well, I'm going to do that in a moment. We're not there yet. I'm more reacting to my miss already.
Take a deep breath and say, I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm strong.
I'm strong.
Getting stronger.
Mentally, maybe not.
I'm
physically,
mentally strong.
Not mentally and physically, you're probably not. But
mentally, I am.
You're here.
I thought you were building me up.
No.
Because
we want you to be self-aware.
I'm mentally strong. I am physically weak.
What a little sentence.
Okay.
Thanks, Brad. Over under time.
There we are.
on KVN with a twist this week. I'll get to that in a moment.
Excuse me?
I'll get to that in a moment. Caller 9, Bob in Colgate is a believer. He's on the over.
Let's go, Bob.
Colgate, look at that.
Caller 12, Tyler in Sun Prairie.
Like
Not
Jesse Nelson's friend?
I don't believe so, but I also don't know his last name, so it may be.
Wait a minute.
He's on the under.
I think I know Tyler in Sun Prairie.
Okay.
No, is this Tyler in Sun Prairie that was at the wedding with me? Text in.
I love how...
gonna lie. Or is he, they don't stay?
I know Tyler in Sun
Wait,
Prairie.
well, I mean, you said, is this Jesse's Tyler? So I get to say something, too.
That's true.
This might
He's
be
got
Jesse's
you there.
Tyler, I know, listens.
And the Tyler in Sun Prairie, I know listens.
Do you know Tyler Jesse's last name?
I think so.
Get in my ear. All right, it's Jesse's Tyler.
Oh,
What's
I heard
up,
the name.
Tyler?
This Tyler follows me on social media, I think.
Same
you don't
guy?
know what name I said.
Yeah, what do you do?
Red lips?
Do you think you don't whisper?
I don't whisper.
So here's how we're doing this. Here's the twist. Ben, you are going to be the final answer guy.
Who's you?
You, Ben, you are. I said Ben already. You are going to be the final answer guy. However, I do not want you to chime in until they give up.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I
How
like
do you
this.
know I know
Is
this?
the line reflected in this handicap?
The over-under line is 9.5. You need to go perfect today.
That doesn't seem fair to lose one voice.
Well, he's the final answerer. So
$9.5.
if you say something to him like final answer, he'll repeat it, and he will not say it if he thinks it's wrong. And then once you guys tap out, he gets to go. He's going to know the entire list.
I think I know where you're going, but
All
these
right.
have changed quite a bit if I think I know what it is.
So wait,
Can I
is it
guess
gonna-
it?
Yeah.
Top 10 odds to win the NCAA championship?
It's not odds. It's just the top 10 teams in the country.
Based off of...
The AP poll?
Because they come out with the... This is where it gets confusing. They come out with... They have the top 16 seeds. That's what I pay attention to now.
Well, all 10 of those teams will be in there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Not necessarily.
I'm looking for the AP top 10 this week in NCAA men's basketball. Let's try the twist. Time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Duke, final.
I'm the final.
Oh, yeah,
just so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
clear.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
Say
final.
final because he's not allowed to say anything.
Yeah.
Duke final. They're number 1. That's correct.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Final.
They're number 3.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Final.
They are number 2.
Is Iowa State still in there? I feel like they just lost. They're like number 6. I feel like they're top 10 still. AP?
No, they have dropped a bunch of games. I think they're like 12th.
Florida.
Ooh.
Final.
Florida.
They're number 5.
Purdue's out. They're like 13.
No.
Oh, is Miami of Ohio? They're undefeated.
No,
but they're
they're
20
21st or
yeah.
something.
Which they
That is
should
correct.
make
They
the
are
tournament.
25th.
That's
Am I dead on?
Yeah, you're dead.
Undefeated.
Who? Illinois is probably out of the top 10.
I don't know.
See, this is the thing. They moved to a top 2 seed in the brackets, but I don't know where they're at in the AP.
They just lost to
Let's put them
Michigan.
on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, but that wouldn't kill them in a record. Or
Who else is good in SEC now?
Florida, but
I don't feel like Auburn sucks.
2 minutes.
Kentucky's not good enough this year.
Nope.
I'm trying to think of other ACC teams.
what about like
No
the
ACC teams.
Big 12 teams?
Yes.
Oh, UConn.
Yes.
UConn.
Oh, yeah, UConn.
Big,
Final.
Big 12.
Yep.
Big 12.
You have the top 5. They are number 4.
You have Texas.
Can I add
Texas
some?
Upset.
I am waiting for them to tap out. It's up to them.
I'm close to tapping out.
Oh, okay. Texas Tech, they just got upset.
They lost their best player. They're not in there.
I'm out.
Are you done?
Well,
I'm done.
Fire
I'm done.
names, guys.
I'm done too.
All right, Ben. Here we go. You got 5 teams left, 6 through 10. Go.
Houston final.
They're number 7.
It's Gonzaga.
So we have all the 1 seeds. It's not Gonzaga. It's not Gonzaga. Don't say. You're done.
Sorry.
Big 12.
1 minute.
I think Illinois is in their final.
Oh, no.
I was right.
You were right about them. You were wrong about other schools that they said.
Who's in the top 10 that they said?
You shut down Iowa State. They're 6th.
They're still 6th?
Didn't I say 6 exactly?
Yeah, you did.
See, this is where I hate it. They have now fallen.
You shut down Texas Tech. They're 10th.
Wow.
Oh, Kyle is hot.
Texas Tech is a 4 seed, though. That's my problem with
And
it.
then the 2 teams that aren't Iowa State and Texas Tech both play in the Big 10.
Big 12.
No, the teams that aren't Iowa State and Texas Tech
wow.
remaining are
Michigan
both in the Big
State's
10.
in the top
Michigan
10?
State's in the
Michigan
top
State
10.
is 8th.
Really?
Nebraska?
Nebraska's 9th.
I would've forgot about
Nebraska.
The Iowa State thing is throwing me off because I know that they have lost 3 of their last 5 games. How are they still 6th?
I apologize.
The
for setting
AP
the lights
is
on.
worse.
I thought you had it.
The AP is worse than when they put out the NCAA true seed numbers. That's what you got to pay attention to.
I didn't like the game. It threw me off.
What threw you off?
Just the way we did it. I like
You vibe off one another.
I don't like that.
We could have bounced and I'm all confused.
I was testing out the expertise category.
This ain't the game. There's a T-shirt on the line. This ain't the time to test. Matter of fact,
a 3XL T-shirt.
I think both people should get shirts this week. That's just my vote.
Well, you're superseding contest rules.
What are you talking about? Yes,
we can make an amendment to the contest rules for 1 week.
Somebody is a winner, yes, but then the other person just gets a shirt for playing.
Guys, Ben was the final answer. He would have been the final answer. He would have said final answer in Illinois. You would have lost either way.
We would have collaborated. You threw me off. You threw me off with all these different games and gimmicks. Only game I want to play is over-under, not Stro gimmicks. This is bad.
Not Stro gimmicks.
No, I'm telling you, send both people shirts. I will talk to the VP to make sure both of them get shirts. Get both their information, please.
This is what I look at. The seating in this. I don't look at the AP poll.
He went and got it. He was.
I don't care. That's not what I was asking about.
Well, we tried. Kind of.
The 4XL T-shirt guy's calling in.
Why don't y'all send that man his T-shirt?
Make sure it's 4X.
Texas Tech is the 12th ranked team in the overall of the March Madness.
Associated Press.
And they're the AP's stupid.
All right now. Wasn't Wisconsin the AP champion a couple years ago?
No, they were the simulated COVID champion.
Yeah. Our national.
I didn't like the vibe of that over under.
I didn't like it either.
But you're gonna love the vibe of Taylor and Waukesha. You're up.
Hey, guys, if you want to give them a shirt, they can have my 5XL. I can send it to them. Just send me the address.
Sounds good.
Text the contestants, Stro. See if one of them wants a 5XL T-shirt. That would be a dress on
that
my
would
wife.
be so massive.
Can you imagine
it would touch
look like on me?
What about on your fiance?
Sure. I mean, those would be
that would touch the floor.
It's a nightgown, like a gown, like going out gown.
No, that'd be like a wedding dress.
Yeah,
with the tail that would have.
Woo! You know why we wooing? We wooing because the man himself, the limousine riding, the jet flying, the kiss stealing, the wheeling and dealing son of a gun. Woo! Ric Flair is coming to Milwaukee, and you can be in the building, and you need to be in the building on Friday, March 27th at the Riverside Theater as the Nasus Antetokounmpo hosts the Analysis Live with WWE Hall of Famer and global icon Ric Flair. This ain't going to be something quick. This is going to be a long, in-depth, great conversation where you get to hear all the storytelling about the legendary wrestler Ric Flair right here in Milwaukee. I'm telling you, if you just go and you listen back to some of the great stories that you tell, you'll laugh, you'll smile, you'll reminisce, and you'll love it. But this time you get to have it in person right here in the city of Milwaukee for the Analysis Live. Make sure you go to Make sure you go to TALiveshow.com. That is TALiveshow.com to get your tickets for the Analysis Live that takes place on March 27th at the Riverside Theater. It is presented by Gruber Law Offices and Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Woo! The Nature Boy Ric Flair is coming to Milwaukee.
We're back in 2 minutes. The Bears are making moves. You getting nervous for the Packers, Kyle? I know you are. You didn't answer right away in 2 minutes.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Come grow with us at Glenroy. For more than 6 decades, our family-owned company has built its reputation on quality, reliability, and providing strong career opportunities in our community. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Here, you'll find competitive wages, a clean, modern workspace, fully vested 401k, yearly bonus award, and the chance to build a manufacturing career with purpose. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers.
Prizes, flyaways, even Cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold a lie with sportswear, too. You pay a fortune for big-name gear, a fancy logo, a slogan, and it still stinks. Iron Jock doesn't play that game. Silver ion technology is woven into every thread, killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. And now, through March 8th, our listeners can get 40% off all Iron Jock t-shirts and polos with the code SPRING40. That's code SPRING40. Shop now at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-235-3980. 262-235-3980 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary. We are the home for all your Bucks coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It pains me to do this, it really does. But is it time to have a legitimate conversation about the Chicago Bears?
What do you mean a legitimate conversation about
like
Chicago?
I still
excuse me. The Indiana Bears. Let's put some respect on Indiana name now. They got two teams in the state of Indiana.
Kyle Brust and Nortman across
0 in Chicago
ESPN
and
Wisconsin. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. So they traded DJ Moore to the Bills for a second-round pick. They also sent a fifth. What I find interesting about that is they're growing with their young players at receiver as well, similarly as the Packers are doing.
They are. They
have good weapons.
I still cannot trust heroics from their quarterback until he learns how to consistently complete a pass from the pocket. That being said, they're all Pro Bowl center retired out of nowhere, but they're doing stuff, and they've been doing stuff, and the Packers did stuff, and they got Micah, but the other stuff they did, aka Nate Hobbs, Aaron Banks. I guess I could throw in Jordan Morgan because we don't know until he starts playing at left tackle next season.
Got the film for you.
No, he doesn't. And then the entire draft class is still a big TBD. It's
the worst draft class in last year.
No draft class is solidified after 1 year. But it's still something where you can look at and say, how much optimism do I have based off the entire class? And outside of Matthew Golden, like sure, Anthony Belton seems like he could be okay. I am the lowest of low. I am not a Savion Williams guy.
That makes two of us.
He doesn't look like he's got a lot of awareness on the field.
And even what he was brought in to do, he's not as athletic and twitchy as I thought.
We were sold a line.
I know. I thought we had Debo, Debo style.
6'3", 200 pounds.
I thought it was going to be
skinny 200-something pounds.
I thought it was going to be like a big Percy Harvin. I was like, let's go.
Now we're getting Percy coming out of college was unbelievable.
That's fair.
So yeah, I guess I look at how from a year-to-year standpoint, this is, as Brad has been saying it, and Jason Wilde agrees, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, offseason for Goody. So are you starting to look around the division and see what other teams are doing? Because you haven't won a division title in the last 4 years. Yeah.
Sure, yes.
Since 2021.
Seems like a long time ago.
Seems. Bro, we didn't have a show 4 years ago.
True.
It was the first year after COVID.
Yeah.
And COVID seems
finance.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Strofe was just getting out of diapers. He ain't having it. I got to lay off the guy. He's not.
I worked here 4 years ago.
He's not mentally as strong as he claimed to be. You worried about the NFC
I
North
don't
teams.
think you're allowed to make jokes about diapers when you pooped yourself a month ago.
Okay, you needed Kyle to give you that ammo a week ago when you were mad at me, and now you're recycling the content. Good job, buddy.
I'm not recycling anything. You're the one that just made a joke about diapers. You need adult diapers.
Oh, here we
and
go.
You don't wear underpants.
Finally.
How bad are your skid marks, might I add?
In his pants.
And he re-wears them. He wears 3 pairs of pants all week.
I've gotten more. I've added to the repertoire.
He said he
Stop saying repertoire. Speaking of reusing content.
See? God. Yes, he's back.
Wow, let's go.
He's back. Like, I will take all of this just to know that there's a heart and soul inside that broken man from not lifting 95 pounds.
I'm not broken.
All right.
You had me until that.
Yeah, you had us until you said that.
Yeah, you went a little bit too much.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I'm fine, too, when it comes to the Packers and the Bears. But I will say this, is that the Packers can't sit on the sidelines during this free agency arms race, because this trade today, though the Bears are subtracting from their roster with DJ Moore, they're getting a good asset and a second-round pick. That is something good to get back for a player that you really had no use for. Why? It's because they successfully did what the Packers have not been able to do on the offensive line. They redeveloped the offensive pass catching position, where they drafted themselves a tight end. They drafted themselves a wide receiver in back-to-back years, where now they actually have skill positions that they can move on from a DJ Moore. They can consider moving on from a Cole Kmet. They did a good job of doing that with the Packers.
They did.
DeAndre Swift. They drafted Kyle Manoga.
For as long as it took the Packers to replace that safety position, and how many draft picks it took, and the signing of Xavier McKinney, that's a good point on how Colston Loveland immediately became their guy.
And
Roma Dunze and Luther Burden have become next year their guys, and they showed that they are those guys.
And we can be honest.
And we were having debates of who was going to be of all the Packers wide receivers, and still do to some point, without Tucker Kraft and him coming back from injury, who are those real guys.
So at this point now,
couldn't get time for Matthew freaking Golden.
Exactly. I'm not worried about the Chicago Bears, but I will say is that the gap between the Packers and the Bears, there is no gap anymore. They are on the same level. As a matter of fact, the Bears surpassed the Packers by winning the NFC North last year. Now, I think the Packers are a better football team overall.
And beating them head-to-head.
They sure did in the playoffs. And so the Packers can't sit on the sideline and watch the Chicago Bears get assets. Like, they traded away DJ Moore and got a second-round pick, where they may be able, if they get it right again, they may bring in another piece that can contribute to their team. Even though their center retired, that frees up some cash for them. Getting rid of DJ Moore frees up some money for them. The Detroit Lions, their window is getting ready to close, so they're going to maximize this season. We talked about the Minnesota Vikings being a quarterback away from being good, so the Green Bay Packers cannot watch all these teams load up in the offseason and do absolutely nothing, because it will be a failure on the behalf of this team if we let everybody else load up while we sat there.
Well,
and just
I also want to make mention, because we're going to talk with Jason Wilde coming up next, and when it came to asking him about how many unrestricted free agents the Packers are going to sign, he said he would not be surprised if they signed zero. And I want to dive deeper into that, but where does that all come into the equation when Kyle's saying it's an arms race, and what are they racing if they don't actually do something?
Well, and that's the important part, right? Because we focused look at the Green Bay Packers and evaluate, are they better than last year? But that's not even the full extent of it. You're totally right, Kyle. You have to look at the landscape. You have to look at the NFC North. You have to look at the NFC. And teams that are contenders are making moves. The Rams did yesterday. And the Bears are making moves today. And let's not forget that the Minnesota Vikings only 1.5 game worse than the Green Bay Packers. Now, we could argue about Week 18. I totally get it. But if they get a capable quarterback, which rumors are Kyler Murray would maybe sign a minimum $1.6 million deal because he's got $30 million guaranteed from Arizona this coming year. Like, you could stack the teams.
Damn.
And Detroit has a unit of a roster. So the NFC North remains one of the hardest divisions in the NFL. And you just talked about how the Bears are making strides too. I think the one thing that's frustrating is when these teams draft guys, normally they're showing contributions right away, right? Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, and like these guys are showing up and they're playing right now, and you can see the talent. The Packers have this way of like, we just want to ease you into it. We want to make sure, even Tucker Kraft, the first year we're like, he looks good, but I'm not sure he's going to be. It only took year 2 and year 3 to see that. We need some immediate starters in the draft. We need some immediate free agent signings. just to keep pace with the rest of the NFC North.
Keeping pace with the NFC North, huh? Well, we're going to do that and learn what Jason Wilde thinks the Packers are going to do in more depth coming up, because I think this is so fascinating that Monday we're going to be seeing all of the Russ Ball and Goody work that's being put in right now come to fruition. And if you like seeing something that is going to build and grow and be better, Weed Man has it for you.
The Weed Man coming?
Weed Man.
Weed Man's coming to town. If you want to have that lush green, weed-free lawn that we all love and get from Weed Man, you can too. Weed Man Lawn Care is the best because it's kid and pet friendly, golf course quality fertilizer, and effective weed control. It's all part of the Weed Man winning game plan for your yard. You get a free quote by going to weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. Get half off at weedman.com. Weed Man for the win. Jason Wilde joins us next on the Yingling Hotline.
This is Kyle, Brust Nortman.
I have never seen BBL together. I've seen BBQ, barbecue, I've seen other things like that. I've never seen BBL.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have a crash on 43 northbound at the ramp from Locust. The left shoulder is blocked, so watch out for that. On the southbound side, we've got a heavy ride from basically Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette, all the way to the KK River crossing. Westbound 94 is going to be slow from 27th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound, we've got the center lane blocked with some debris right about at 25th. So we've got delays coming out of the stadium interchange to that point. Also delays from 92nd Street to Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, the fog is there, and it's making for not so great driving conditions, so careful. Tonight, patchy fog, mostly cloudy, a low of 35. Then tomorrow, rainstorms likely with mostly cloudy skies, late day warmth with a high of 60. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Ben Brust here from ESPN Milwaukee, and I just want to officially declare I will be dominating Bowling for Babies.
Ben, it's charity bowling. You don't get a championship ring.
There are lanes, there are competitors, and there's going to be great.
Okay, but more importantly, WTMJ Cares Bowling for Babies is going to benefit the Milwaukee Diaper Mission.
So while I'm throwing strikes,
you're helping local families get essential baby supplies.
But we are also competing for 4 tickets to a Green Bay game and a VIP tailgating experience.
Sign up today at WTMJ.com/cares.
Tired of waking up exhausted? That dad bod weighing you down? Let's get you back to the old you. If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, your hormones could be out of balance. At Mentality, we'll dig into what's really going on, then build a personalized, science-backed plan using hormone therapy and peptide treatments to get your brain and your body back on track. So stop telling yourself you're just getting older. Book your appointment now at lowtusa.com. Right now, all new patient labs are covered in your treatment plan. That's a savings of $250. Go to lowtusa.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Rich Eisen.
I don't know what this means for the Chiefs. They can go back and Brett Veach can turn some magic in the draft again, which he's want to do. He's done before. But the Chiefs might be in that area of flux with their quarterback, world quarterback coming back from a knee injury. Travis Kelce, we're still waiting on a decision from him. The other longer in the tooth guys on defense, how much do they have left? What are they going to do on offense to get maybe more firepower? But losing Trent McDuffie, they also they're going to release Jawan Taylor. They made that news the other day. Interestingly enough, they released him one step early, which is on brand. Mahomes he's posted, damn. This gives voice to what's up. But in Brett, you got to trust. In Andy Reid, you got to trust. In Mahomes' rehab, you got to trust. And I think the Chiefs will be back at it sooner rather than later because I always believe in them.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst.
love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
He was not taken out of context. He said the whole thing.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I don't think that means much, though. Like, it very rarely happens.
Holding everybody accountable.
They need to be more mature.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Joining us now is Jason Wilde on the Yingling Hotline. Oldest brewery in America and officially in Wisconsin. Drink responsibly. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Jason, how are you?
I am great. How are you guys?
Doing well, doing well. Some better than others, but that's for another conversation.
Uh-oh, I don't like to hear that.
Oh, we're just, every segment we ask Stro how he's doing, and his tone changes each time. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm not fine, or I'm fine, so we're just making sure he's good.
I was talking to him while I was on hold, waiting to come on. He didn't indicate anything was bothering him.
I think it's because we asked so much that we're starting to bother him.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a rough day yesterday.
That bell is bothering me. What happened yesterday?
One of our great teammates, Taylor, in high heels and dress slacks, and she just went and didn't
middle of the work
didn't
day.
expect it, and she just went and ripped off 95 pounds
in her work clothes
on the bench.
Yeah, in her work clothes and all,
and high heels.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is our hypothesis that if Stro wore work clothes and high heels, he'd be able to get the 95
We should try that.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answers when it comes to your physical strength.
Good hypothesis, Jason.
Stroke Doubtfire. I like that.
The independent variable is the shoes.
Yeah, there you go. See, I'm glad I could figure that out. He's going to be putting up 225 in no time.
I've never worn high heels.
Well, let's get back to the Packers with Jason Wilde. You can try that on your own time. Jason,
Not
what
that
team?
There's anything wrong with that.
Very good Seinfeld there. What team are you? Obviously, with the DJ Moore trade the Packers made to the Bills, what team are you looking at in the NFC North and the most intrigued to see what they do? Because it's still a very competitive division.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the Bears were hinting that they were going to do that. They're obviously excited about Luther Burden and Rome Odunze. Again, I'm reluctant to ever say that a team gets better trading a player that has been as productive as DJ Moore away. They have the same number of. This is one of those Rasul Douglas trades where they trade a player.
We talked about this before the show. We did. They got a second round pick, and I was like, Jason's going to tell me it's a 3.5 round pick.
Right, because they got a fifth rounder back. So, again, I don't know what the equivalent is. I don't have my draft trade value chart in front of me. But the truth of the matter is,
top 64 pick is the equivalent, Jason. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I don't know, Jason.
It's not.
Why do you get so confused?
I don't get confused. This is the one thing that me and Jason just don't see eye to eye on.
Eye to eye?
What do you mean?
It's a second round pick.
I didn't realize
they're giving
open to interpretation.
But they're also getting a fifth with DJ Moore.
So they still have the same number of draft picks as they did before they traded for DJ Moore.
I'd rather have a second round pick than a fifth round pick.
I would agree, but you're not just. It's not a straight up second round pick for DJ Moore, right? So their class, if they don't make any more moves, the Buffalo Bills will make the same number of selections as if they did had they not acquired DJ Moore, right? The Packers gave up 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark to get Micah Parsons. The Packers didn't get a couple of third-round picks back, so they still have the same number of picks. Not only are they missing their top overall picks this year and next year, but they have one fewer draft pick. I'm not saying that they are the equivalent of a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick are equal. I'm saying that they still have, like, Corey Linsley was a fifth-round pick.
I get what you're saying
Micah Hyde
now,
was a fifth-round pick.
I get what you're saying.
You still have a chance to pick someone.
No, I get what
That's
you're saying.
all.
You're saying they. Okay. Okay. Now I see it. It took 2 years to get it with the Rasul Douglas thing, but I finally got it. 24 months later.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could be here for that important moment.
Yeah.
The bottom line is that they obviously now have a second-round pick, which is a great thing to have. I'm sure Goody would love to have another one since he doesn't have a first-round pick. I don't think he has anyone that has that kind of value on the trade market that he could acquire a second-round pick by trading away someone that he doesn't necessarily want anymore. Like, I don't think you could trade Rashawn Gary in his contract and get somebody to give you a second-round pick for him. But certainly the Bears now have one fewer high-quality pass-catching target, and they have one more draft pick to fill that void. And they're going to run an offense that Burden and Adunze are going to be their top wide receivers, and they got like 4 different tight ends that they really like, led by the guy you guys laughed at when they picked. And
Don't say you guys.
I wasn't on the broadcast.
Don't say you guys. That's one guy. Don't put that on KBN. That was on a specialty show led by Alex Strofe.
Strofe, who were you on with when you had that moment of embarrassment?
Steve the Homer True, Gabe Neitzel, and Kyle Wallace.
Wait a minute now.
Wait a minute. I just was told Kyle Wallace.
Yeah, I'm actually confused now too.
I was sitting next to
now this story gets blown out.
Oh, here we go. We've already heard it, Strofe.
Will's the real victim. He's the real one who started all this.
Yeah, Will said, as the Bears fan, he wants them to draft Tyler Warren because it's a no-brainer. He's the best tight end in the draft. Then they drafted Colston Loveland, so I laughed. But you don't get that context.
Oh, and it was depicted by Bears fans as something different.
I'm pretty sure Strofe made a comment, though. He's not guilty or not guilty of all things.
Well, I'm sure I said something. Yeah.
Anyway, we've gotten between the trade parameters and now this, I've gotten us off track twice, plus the image of Strofe bench pressing in heels. So let's just say this. Both the Packers and the Bears, and quite frankly, all 4 teams in the NFC North, have different challenges this offseason, right? The Packers are going to have a hell of a lot of holes to fill with a bunch of guys that they're not going to apparently re-sign. Saw something today about how Kingsley and Igbare has some interest from multiple teams. Like, if they don't bring him back, I was talking to Chewy this morning on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy about the idea of them bringing back Rashawn Gary, which I have never ruled that out. I don't think that makes a ton of sense, but they might do that. But they've got some issues. Now the Bears, are they going to take the money that they're saving by not having DJ Moore on their roster? Are they going to go out and spend on Tyler Linderbaum, who's going to be the top center available? Or are they going to get a deal done with Biotish, the former Badger? I don't know what's going to happen there, but they've got one of the best things the Bears did this past offseason was fix their offensive line. It was so crucial to their success. And now they have one fewer weapon in the passing game, and now they have to figure out who's going to be in the middle of their offensive line. So all these teams are dealing with stuff. I think the team that's done the best thing in terms of acquiring a draft pick or draft picks plural is the Lions dealing Montgomery. Like, they clearly want Gibbs to be the guy who totes the mail, and they got multiple picks for Montgomery. Like, that was one of those trades where when I first saw it, I thought I was confused. I thought they did the same thing as the Rasul Douglas thing. They got, like, they had to give up a pick along with Montgomery. But no, it was just Montgomery, and they got a bunch of picks back.
Was it 3rd and 5th?
So, so that,
that's a good haul.
They've got a chance to, I think we can all agree that's more than what the Bears got for DJ Moore. So it'll be interesting to see, what kind of things each of these 4 teams do. And let's not forget, the blank them picks Los Angeles Rams went out, and while the Packers don't have a clear-cut number 1 corner, they went out and paid a pretty pricey, expensive price to go get a number one corner from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Because they want to win a Super Bowl, Jason. That's their goal. They want to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they do. And I think the Packers' goal is that too. I just don't know if they're as close as the Rams are to doing that.
Jason, I sense some fishiness
Brad
going.
Nortman is here.
What?
Hey, you're here.
I'm
Brad
here.
Nortman
I'm here,
is
Jason. I sense some
overwhelmed.
fishiness going on inside the Packers organization. Let me break it down for you because I want to hear your opinion and also what you know because you're much more in the know than I am. This whole Rich Bisaccia thing is really, the more that comes out, the more I get confused, right? He steps down late, a month after most other coaches were. You know, Storer, the assistant special teams coach for the Packers, now for the Browns, said in the Browns yesterday that basically Bisaccia tipped him off that he was going to likely step down and maybe he would want the Packer job, but he decided to go to the Browns anyway. Rumors around the NFL Combine is that Bisaccia and LaFleur had some disagreements, but vocally, Bisaccia is saying, no, I want to be closer to my family home in Florida. Meanwhile, he takes a job at Clemson for half the money, which isn't necessarily that much more convenient to get to Florida. So the timing of all of this, the NFLPA grades that have met LaFleur as a lower grade, everything just seems fishy, and it's really coming to roost in this Bisaccia timing, what's being reported versus not. Tell me that I'm wrong in thinking that there's some weird things going on behind the scenes, specifically with this coach. And what more do you know as more information has come out?
Well, I'll take your second question first and say I don't know these things. This is, as you guys well know, I think I even said it earlier in the week, my biggest frustration with doing this job is when I can't get answers because I know our fans want them. Your first question, I have thought all along that there was something fishy going on here. Now, all I can do is report what I know or report what is claimed, right? And we heard what Gutekunst claimed, right, that they were blindsided. Now, I believe that to be true, right? I believe that he probably tipped off Byron Storer that he was thinking about doing this. And he's like, to your point, hey, if I leave, I think you probably get the gig here, which, again, if that does prove to be true, and I've been trying to get in touch with Rich. He and I thought, had a really good working relationship. I do know that I have dealt with coaches before that I had really good relationships with that knew that if they talked to me, that I had a responsibility to report it. So maybe that's why he's avoiding me, because he does know that I have ethics and think it's important to get the truth out there. But you're connecting all the right dots, because the follow-up question, I don't know, I obviously wasn't in Cleveland when Storer talked, but the follow-up question to me is, well, if you knew that there was a chance that the Packers job was going to be coming open because your mentor, who you've been with for basically his entire career, right? He was with him with the Raiders and then obviously with the Packers too, and you still chose to take the Browns job instead of potentially taking the Packers job? That's interesting, right? What does that say? That makes me wonder, if Byron Storer was looking for a lifeline himself. So again, I don't have anything concrete to tell you that there was some malfeasance there or whatever you want to call it, some sketchy behavior, but I think your instincts are right on, and it would be great to get some sort of straight answer. I don't know if GKB is going to send me out to like Clemson's spring practices or something to try and ambush Rich Bisaccia to try and get more information from him. But my goal is to at some point talk to Rich and get the straight story.
Jason, we look forward to the information coming out and hope you can dig that out. But one thing that we know that is amazing, truthful, honest, no fishiness is Gina Della from Pella. I mean, Jason, 72 months? Are you kidding me?
That's I'm no mathematician, but that is 6 years. And I believe if this is 2026, that means, even though Tausch apparently has trouble with this math, you're talking about 2032 when you would be financing through, which is a long time to pay 0% interest. I'll tell you that much.
Wow. Well done. Give us a take care, be good, and we'll take it from there.
Take care, be good. Say hi to Gina Della.
That sounds like we will do that for Jason.
Your home will be taken care of, and it will be good when you finally make the decision and take advantage of this offer that Pella is giving you right now. 0% in this economy for 6 years. Unbelievable. You get that home improvement. You get lower energy costs, higher home value, efficiency, improved comfort, and upgrade your home's look, all with the Pella promise of being able to take care of you both during installation and long after, given their warranty. So make sure you visit them in the showroom in Brookfield. Visit them online at PellaWI.com or call them to set up your free consultation because they're going to take care of you. 0% for 6 years. Come on now. Give Pella of Windows and Doors of Wisconsin a call today.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Stro created the playoff impact players for the Green Bay Packers and other Super Bowl teams of their first 3 rounds of draft picks over the last 3 years. Because now I'm leaving it up to you to pick out free agency, unrestricted free agents that could be playoff impact players.
Well, wow.
Sort of. I'm not picking out players specifically.
Well, we're going to find out what he's got in store for us. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like, he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Northbound on 43, we've got an accident right about at Locust. The left shoulder is blocked. Luckily, folks are getting past it without too much of an issue. We are seeing bigger delays on the southbound side, though, just south of Capitol Drive, all the way down through the Marquette, down to the KK River crossing. Westbound 94, backing up from 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. The eastbound side, heavy from 84th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. And then you're also seeing some delays southbound on the bypass, basically from Beloit Road all the way down and around the Hale interchange past Forest Home. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a dense fog advisory until 6 a.m. tomorrow for Sheboygan, Ozaukee, Racine, Kenosha, and Milwaukee counties. Tonight, cloudy, foggy sprinkles with lows of 38. Tomorrow, periods of rain and thunderstorms. Some of them may be strong later on. A high of 57 at the lake, 65 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Your email said you had a big surprise.
Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring. They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that? Ever more.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for.
Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore, just $998. Or $1498 with 1 carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Feeling lucky? Then roll into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee this March for Lucky Rollers. Every Thursday, we're giving away over $70,000 in prizes. Play with your Potawatomi rewards card for entries, and you could roll out with $550 in reward play. Or get lucky and win your share of $16 grand in cash. Lucky Rollers, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
You asked and Carbless delivered. The fan favorite grapefruit flavor now has its own 4-pack all to itself. That bold, bright, perfectly balanced citrus taste that you've been pulling from the variety pack, it's now front and center in 4 cans, 1 box. Crisp, refreshing, not too sweet, and nothing else has changed. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories and gluten-free. Clean ingredients and big flavor. Always no compromises. Grab the new Carbless grapefruit 4-pack wherever you get your Carbless and find a location near you at drinkcarbless.com. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way.
That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Palermo's Pizza is full of bold flavor and the Screamin' Sicilian original pizzas. I was driving around. They're promoting it even outside of these airwaves and YouTube. $4.99 original Screamin' Sicilians. Like I said, a lot of times $8, $9. $4.99 for original Screamin' Sicilian pizzas. Stone butter fiery crust, loads of toppings, whole milk mozzarella, and the overtop Screamin' Sicilian flavor that is amazing. The deal is only through March 10th, so if you're listening, 5 more days, and they might be out of Screamins at $4.99 by tomorrow, so get to your local Piggly Wiggly as soon as possible and taste what all that Screamin' is about. Plus, Frozen Pizza Friday, our giveaway is tomorrow. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Bradley Nortman, and of course, Alex Stro running the show. I don't know what Strove's going to do here, but I think he's got something for us. Maybe?
Silence is great.
Just get the music ready, guys. Come on.
You were in the lab working, weren't you, in the break?
I was.
He didn't say a word.
Locked in.
I did not. So, somebody said in our show prep meeting today, I think it was Brad, over under 2.5 free agents. I said, who gives a damn about free agents? I want pips. Oh, wow. I want pips. Playoff impact players or performers. Because the Packers are in this weird area the last 3 years, guys. The last 3 years, the youngest team in the league. They were 7 seed all 3 years in the NFC. They've only won 1 playoff game in each of the last 3 years. But you feel good about where they're at. You feel good about the quarterback. You feel good about this star defensive end that Goody traded for. And he gets props. He gets credit for trading for Micah Parsons, but that credit stops now. He got a 1-year-long get-out-of-jail-free card by making that trade. That card's expired now. It's a new season. It's a new time.
Got to re-up.
It's a new day in Green Bay. We're not looking for 7 seeds. We're looking for Super Bowls. So I look at teams that have won Super Bowls.
This is such a setup, by the way.
So I'm looking at teams that have won Super Bowls each of the last 3 years. The 3 years where the Packers have been in the 7th seed purgatory they've been in. And what did those teams that won the Super Bowl do the offseason prior to getting to that next step?
Ooh.
Were they signing for pips?
Next step.
For pips.
Do-dum-dum-do-dum.
Pips. For pips. Free agent playoff impact players.
For pips.
For pips. So let's take a look at the Seattle Seahawks, shall we? The Seattle Seahawks this past offseason signed quarterback Sam Darnold. Think it's safe to say he was a for pip? No?
He was a for pip.
He was a pip.
How about Cooper Kupp? For pip.
Yeah, he was a for
He
pip.
was kind of a pretty good playoff player.
He was good in the Super Bowl.
15 catches, 157 yards, 1 touchdown in 3 games in the playoffs. That's a for pip.
Pretty good.
15 catches, 5 catches a game, 50 yards a game, and a touchdown. For pip.
On a decent deal because he was let go of on his big deal.
They signed DeMarcus Lawrence for
Oh.
pip. And they re-signed Ernest Jones for pip.
Yeah.
So that led to a Super Bowl. They made something work in free agency. Let's go to last year's Super Bowl champion, shall we, Brad?
Let's shall.
How about who they signed in the 2024 offseason? He just went on to win Offensive Player of the Year. Saquon Barkley, certainly a FPIP. They also signed safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson, not really good anymore, but he was good for them in the Super Bowl season. So they signed 2 FPIPs that offseason. The year prior, the very first year, the Packers were the 7th seed.
Now, might we add, if you're not going to be able to sign a bunch of pips, they drafted some pips too. Even in the year that
the
they,
Eagles, yes, absolutely. Well, I'm going to get to that point. Draft pips.
Oh.
D-pips, if you will. The year prior, the first year they were the 7th seed, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Now, they've been doing a lot of Super Bowl appearances and Super Bowl wins, but it had been a few years. And in free agency, well, they really did nothing. They signed low-end guys, depth pieces, nobody that would be considered a FAPIP. However, what did they do in the draft? They drafted what they had hoped, and maybe still will be, but maybe won't be given some other issues. In the second round of the draft to pick 55 overall, they traded up to draft Rashee Rice in that draft in 2023. And Rashee Rice in the 2023 postseason, 26 catches, 262 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Which certainly qualifies in just 4 games as a D-pip.
D-pip.
I was going to say FUPIP, but he wasn't a free agent. He was a draft pick, so he's a deep
drafted playoff impact performer.
My point is, it doesn't always take this, and that if you're right on the cusp like the Packers have been. But what we need to acknowledge is this is a unique offseason for the Packers. You look at any rankings of the top free agents, you're going to see 4 Packers in the top 20 in Quay Walker, Rasheed Walker, and Malik Willis, who's a little bit of a different story, and, of course, Romeo Doubs. Now, they may not miss Rasheed Walker. They may not miss Romeo Doubs.
I don't know,
but they may certainly miss a Quay Walker because they need to fill that gap. Who's going to play linebacker?
He skipped over Rasheed Walker because he's the Jordan Morgan biggest fan. He should get his jersey at this point.
I need to get me a Chris Brooks jersey now that he's back first. That's my guy, Chris Brooks. I love that dude.
Cool.
Yeah, me too.
Everything you're not, tough and strong.
Wow.
That
was
extreme.
Oh, come on. If the truth hurts.
Wow.
Such a stray.
Chris Brooks is everything we're not.
I'm trying to lead you to the fact that while this offseason may not be full of FAPIPs or D-pips, one of them needs to happen.
Got it. So a drafted playoff impact player or a free agent playoff impact player.
Yeah.
Preferably plural.
Preferably.
The Kansas City D-pip and F-pip was joining a team of already minted pips across the board.
Exactly.
Because they were already going to the Super Bowl with many pips.
Yes, exactly.
Do you understand the pip you understand the PIP exercise? 800-990-3776 Carbless talking text line.
Well, I'll give you this. What we have to recognize is that when you talked about who Seattle signed and then re-signed, it was basically guys who had been Pro Bowlers in the past or became like Ernest Jones was an All-Pro.
For pips. They were for pips.
Yeah, I mean, but Eagles same thing. Like but the key thing is signed, acquired, and the Packers acquired Micah Parsons, but you need more.
It's no
T-pip.
Lots of pips.
We're out of the T-pip period. All right, Goody gets credit. He does. It's an awesome trade. You make it 10 times out of 10. We're not missing the first-round pick because you get a healthy Micah Parsons at some point this season. But you're still the general manager. You still got to do your job to make this team better, so you better go get a FAPIP or a D-pip or a couple of both.
Ryan McGuanago nails it on the Carbless talking text line. Pipping ain't easy.
Nice.
Wow.
See what you did there. Before we get to a little sneak peek at what Alex Strofe and I put together earlier today in March mode, I got to tell you about how I am so excited about Bank CMG. You hear Greg Gard, who had an amazing moment with his son Isaac yesterday on senior day. That was amazing, watching his son hit a 3 right in front of him. Greg Gard's talking about how awesome Bank CMG is, and I've been working with them. Personal banking, and then as I got into the banking world, they offer some amazing products like this all-in-one loan. And when I sat down and figured out where I was going to be with the home I'm at, paying interest on a traditional 30-year loan, I was like, I don't think I love that I'm just paying all this interest. And so now I can pay down the interest faster and the principal faster with this all-in-one loan, as I've worked with their team to do so. So whatever you're looking for, just know you have a local community bank that's going to help you. You can stop in the branch. You can go to bankcmg.com, and they will have everything you need. So again, bankcmg.com, tell them Ben or Greg Gard, you heard them, and you got to learn about all the services they offer because it truly is life-changing, and it will be for me and my family, and they can do the same for you. They are an equal housing lender and member FDIC. I mean, you always need to know that, but the service they provide and the services they provide are top class. bankcmg.com. Sneak preview into Alex Drofs and Ben Brust morning next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I can't believe she delegated the week.
I can't believe Brad just called my woman a cat.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wisconsin is coming together for a story that will touch everyone. A Road at Night is a documentary chronicling former Badgers player and coach Howard Moore and the 2019 tragedy that forever changed his family. You can see it on the big screen at Marcus Point Cinema in Madison or Marcus Majestic in Brookfield through March 5th. One story, one community, A Road at Night. Now through March 5th in Madison and Brookfield. All proceeds support Howard Moore's ongoing care. Find showtimes and get tickets at aroadatnight.com. That's aroadatnight.com.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
At Associated Bank, we thought about speaking like other banks with hoity-toity names like Total Privilege Pay or something. But we don't speak bankish, we speak your language. When we say 2-day early pay, we mean you get paid 2 days early. $50 overdraft grace zone? That's a grace zone of up to $50 if overdrafts happen. And maintenance fee free account? Well, that speaks for itself. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Number 20, Maurice Lucas, retired in 2006. Lucas at Marquette only 2 years, but he was so good. 74 NCAA championship game against NC State, 40 minutes, 21 points, 13 rebounds. In the semi-win over Kansas, 18 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Also, that game-winning shot in a win over Wisconsin that created the legendary post-game photo of the father of 2 Badger players very upset with Al McGuire. For your fellow fanatics and your number 1 fans, for your game day compatriots and your personal cheerleaders, for all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call Eric Pearson. Eric Pearson, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Well, March hoops are here, and it is one of the best times of the year to be watching sports. And right now, download the Prize Picks app. Use code WI. You get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Again, code WI, and suddenly every dunk, every three, every big performance matters even more. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If your picks are right, you cash in. You can build lineups across basketball, hockey, baseball, college hoops, whatever you're watching. I like the flexibility too. With Flex Play, you can still get paid even if one pick misses. Want a bigger payout? Go Power Play. And with early payouts, if your player gets off to a hot start, you can cash out before the game ends. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The offer still stands for my guy Alex Stro of using a guest pass at one of the best places to further yourself every single day, and that is the Princeton Club with personal training that I'm willing to utilize for him. For real talk. If I offered, and I know it's not as close to you, but if I was able to get you personal training, would you utilize it?
Yes.
All right. Done and done. Send that to me. It's about growing in 2026, and this isn't a joke. Like, I honestly know that if Strofe walked in there, he would feel the environment and the atmosphere of people like genuinely cheering for them to get better. He may not feel that every day on KBN, but he would walking into the Princeton Club. Because when I walk in there, I feel that, and then I change into this person who's like motivating and not yelling at Alex Strofe. So it'd be so fun to be with him. But ultimately, when you have that healthy foundation of a healthy body, you can grow in all areas of your life, and they provide everything you need to be successful no matter what that is. Whatever your goals are, they will help you reach it. So join the Princeton Club, Madison area or New Berlin, for a better tomorrow. Strophy and I got together this morning, as it's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
What do you mean you got together?
March Mode, man. I had a ton of fun. This episode, would you say, I would say this episode of March Mode is 10 times better than our first one.
Oh, I don't know. I think they've both been good. You just cook, man. Like,
oh wow,
this show is for Ben to nerd out about college basketball, which we all know he knows and loves very intimately. So yeah, it's great. I just set him up, but he cooks. I get smarter listening to him.
Wow,
and I think you will too.
I thought you were gonna have a little teaser clip.
I do. It's right here.
How good do I sound?
Let's find out. It's about where you think the Badgers are as we get closer to March Madness.
In the projections that I have for the Badgers, a 6 seed, I don't think they can go down from a loss at Purdue, right? And so you win that, you're looking at 5, and then people are going to start worrying about. I kind of love them in a 6 seed. I do. That 6-11 matchup, play a 3 seed, and then in that, if you do get to the second weekend, there could be a lot of chaos because a 6 beating a 3 would be chaos. Who says the 2 doesn't go down? And then you have an opportunity in that Sweet 16 game. So I love them as a 6 seed.
Listen to how he just creates a universe in his head.
I think that was a poor clipping of what was a wonderful episode.
You didn't think that was a good clip?
Nah, it's just about seeding.
You're being too self-critical.
Kyle wasn't interested. I could see it. He's like, I've heard this before.
Oh yeah. I preferred to talk to KBN Nation in the chat.
You were talking to the chat on YouTube.
I mean, once you stumbled and came in, I was about to say something. Let me go to the chat.
He lost you that quickly?
He started talking numbers and seeds.
No, we're trying to get YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. What do you mean no? You shut your ass up.
No, it was a bad clip.
I agree. I agree.
Was this the highlight of the show?
No,
you drummed it up.
I had an amazing analogy about Nick Boyd. An amazing analogy.
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Like Strofe even said, like, that's the best analogy you ever came up with. So I thought he was going to use that.
6-3 upsets. He's gonna chaos.
I agree.
Yeah,
that was the weakest point of the show.
It was all hypothetical.
So you definitely got to. This was a great tease. You know what? Because I will not stand by that being the best clip. I cooked this morning, and that's what you put on the air? Unbelievable. Pickle Boys Talking Hoops is going to die faster than it began. Jim, Matt, and Molly next in Madison. Dan Sports Show in Beaver Dam. I'm going to have a word with Stro for these next 2 minutes.
KBN's the show that never ends.
Delays along southbound 41 stretching from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. We've got more delays then from the Zoo interchange on the bypass down past Greenfield. Back on the brakes again from Beloit Road down and around the Hale interchange to 51st. Westbound 894 is backed up out of the Mitchell interchange to 68th. And then southbound 43 is also going to be slow from just before Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a dense fog advisory is still in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Tonight, cloudy, foggy sprinkles, lows of 38. Tomorrow, periods of rain and thunderstorms. Some may be strong later on, a high of 57 at the lake, 65 inland. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Another 2-man scramble tournament is underway. Play Georgia Golf Club for a shot at cash prizes. Must play by March 31st. Sign up now at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats. It's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice stream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice stream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Welcome to guided meditation. Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly thanks to reliable nationwide 5G. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. First service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at Boat on KBN.
414.
Yeah.
414.
We back.
414.
Hit it.
414.
It's
414.
Hour
414.
at
414. 414.
with you.
Welcome to our wonderful prospective or partner currently checking out our show right now.
Hey, I hope they liked it.
Just hearing me beatbox back here.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stro in the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking Text line. Of course, on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I didn't give it my all.
Oh, you felt shame?
Well,
the 414?
So there was a prospective partner here with one of our MCs, Josh, and she was blown away. She's like, it's such a cool studio.
I saw her mouth jaw drop when she came in, like, oh,
yeah, she was like, this is so cool. And then when I turned my mic on back here, the speakers go deaf. So all she heard
was you.
Everybody be quiet. This is all she heard. 414. And she couldn't hear Kyle rapping. She couldn't
You're
hear Brad.
losing us money, Stro.
I think I might have. I'm sorry.
No wonder why you don't get a raise. It's on you this time.
I wasn't going to leave Brad out to dry.
Well, and I'm glad you didn't, because I was filling up my water bottle out there, and Josh introduced me to this wonderful, I believe, not prospective partner, but current partner.
Oh no!
And he drummed me up. He's like, Brad Nortman, former Wisconsin Badger, former NFL punter.
So Brad's like,
and she goes, oh my gosh! And I was like, it's a pleasure to meet you. Next cue she sees is me going, 414.
I have to say, this partner must be wonderful, because the fact that her jaw dropped when she looked at her studio and her jaw dropped when she saw you, she must be just a good person.
Yeah.
Good person.
Yeah.
Just like Doc Rivers, good person.
Yeah. Good. You're right.
Sure. Yeah.
But
I mean, we did have a caller call him a terrorist earlier in the week, but yeah.
Wow. That's right.
Twice in one call, by the way.
I'm just throwing that out there. That did happen.
He, according to Stephen A. Smith, is reportedly going to retire at the end of the season. Now, I took a look at what we posted yesterday. Shame on me for not retweeting, by the way. If Giannis Antetokounmpo wins another championship, will it be with the Bucks or another team? You don't look.
I'll have to retweet it.
Oh, you saw?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. You know how long it takes me to move on this damn Twitter?
What percent is Bucks? Another championship with the Bucks or another team?
I'm going to think that there are some Bucks homers in there. 15%.
15%. Oh, you mean people
I
say that,
think
yes.
I think it's lower, but I think the poll ended at 15.
Oh no, I think the poll ended with like 38 to 40% of people.
Oh,
saying,
wow.
Yeah. 30 to 40% for sure.
We'll split the difference. The Bucks at 27%, another team 73%.
27%.
Now this is
ridiculous.
This is also prior to their game last night, where they were up in the first quarter, 13 points, looking good. Ousmane Dieng, give him the ow and the pow.
They were good in the first half.
Looking good.
Looking good.
That's a
40
doc
in the
team,
second
though.
quarter.
You start hot and you end losing.
Yeah,
whether it be a series or a game.
Yeah.
And lose by double digits by the end of the game at Fiserv Forum.
Yeah,
Late tip.
A lot of people are, we're palmy, right? And prisoners of the moment. And if people were prisoners of the moment during 8 or 10, this would be like 50-50. Might be 60-40, and people saying, Giannis going to win his next championship here in Milwaukee. Not after these last couple games.
Do we forget how great those championship teams were?
No.
And do we realize
championship championship
yes,
caliber
but that
teams.
window we talked about yesterday, like 2019 to 2022.
Like I
those were
said,
the
I ran
real-
into Bucks lead saying 53-9 at March 4th, 2020.
Yeah, and if
right
you
before
think
COVID, right before the bubble.
If you think Giannis and this Bucks team
slapping teams
is close to those teams, it's disrespectful to those teams.
It really is.
Those teams were the best teams in the NBA. Peak Brook Lopez, peak Chris Middleton, peak Giannis, most importantly. And you're talking about a team that if they played that 2019 to 2022 team, this team would lose. How many in a row? How many in a row would it take for
Giannis versus Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis plays Giannis, but younger Giannis versus older Giannis, who's had more injuries, they would lose 50 straight.
Older Bobby versus younger Bobby.
Legitimately would get destroyed by that team.
Destroyed.
It wouldn't. The ball.
Ryan Rollins versus prime Drew Holiday.
Oh my gosh. He'd be clamped.
KPJ or Chris Middleton, you choose.
Yeah.
Right, for real.
Miles Turner or Brook Lopez.
Brooke would cook him.
Jeff T could probably ball on this team. The Jeff T in 2021.
Oh, that's right. Jeff T.
Yeah, had a good Bobby Portis, like you said, young, and then of
good
course
Connington and
and then we can't forget.
Yeah.
Who was the dude who was the good defender? Who was a dog?
Tucker.
Oh, PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker, of course. I was blanking on that name. It's just there's no PJ.
How could you
Tuckers
blank on PJ Tucker's
I don't know.
name?
It was a bad moment for me. But
you can remember. You can remember Tractor Trailer.
Yeah, those are visceral, deep memories, core memories. But if we think that this Bucks team and this Bucks organization, with the lack of resources they have, with the lack of talent on this team, thinks that 27% of the people thinks that if Giannis wins the next championship, it's going to be with this team. You forget about how great NBA champions are, and you forget about how great those teams are that Milwaukee had when they actually won a championship.
Yeah, 27% of fans are delusional or still have hope and faith that the Bucks are going to find a way to keep Giannis and keep him happy and build this roster. For me, it's just I continue to see since 2021 this team flounder and not be able to win a championship, so I've really just lost all hope. I really have. Like, this was the first year that Giannis was controversial. Like, before, Giannis was talking about wanting to win, and, he had hope. When he had Damian Lillard on his team, he had hope that though they hadn't been able to play all together when Chris Middleton was around, he was hopeful that, you know what, when we all get healthy, we can do something. This year, he knows there's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save. Because when you had Damian Lillard, you're saying, okay, well, he can score from the outside. He can drive a little bit. I'm Giannis. Maybe something good can happen. But at this point now, you're just thinking to yourself, well, nobody's coming to save me. And that is the problem that Giannis has. That's why he's been extremely disgruntled. And let's be honest, the entire year, he literally was like, all right, let's see how this season goes this whole year. And it hasn't gone well. Here we go. Now
I mean, what a show.
The first segment of the 4 o'clock hour.
Always. It always seems like that's
something
the
about
time.
the ventilation that kicks in at the 4 o'clock.
I don't know. I feel like spit just went.
I'm of the belief that if you like loud sneezing, like that's a choice. It's absolutely a choice. You don't have to sneeze that loud.
You do not. It feels so good to sneeze loud,
Lexi, I love Lexi.
Oh, wow.
She's a loud sneezer.
Oh,
she's a loud sneezer.
That's the meanest thing you could ever say.
She's a loud sneezer. I'll get on her for it. Lexi, that is much too loud. Much too loud.
Especially with the babies now.
Yeah. Everyone,
wake the kid.
All three heads turn when Lexi's.
You for real, even Baby Will.
Yeah, Baby Will. So what's Mama doing? Yeah, Lexi, I love you.
I just
Much
think
too loud.
this is a really fun exercise to go down memory lane because I want to be happy when talking about the Milwaukee Bucks right now.
Oh, you
ready for this? Game 4. I just picked like a random game of the 2021 NBA championship against the Suns. So they tied the series 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
PJ Tucker played 29 minutes. Shot 1 shot.
That's all. He knew his job.
Yeah.
5 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 steal.
Intimidate, baby. Play
That's
rough,
it.
physically.
5 personal fouls. Use all but one of them.
Good.
Use them up.
That was
Chris
his job.
Middleton went for 40.
Oh, 40.
Giannis, 26, 14, and 8. 3 steals, 2 blocks.
Dude, and that team
Brooke Lopez, Drew Holiday, and then you have Bobby. This is your bench, by the way. This was the shocking part, and also a reason why, partially from 2021 to where they are now, when you leveraged like you did and drafted as bad as you did, this was the bench. Only 3 players played off the bench. Bobby Portis, Jeff Teague, Pat Connaughton, and here's the bench. T.A., Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Justin Jackson, who's currently a TV analyst for the ACC network, Mamadi Diakite from Virginia,
Wow.
Jordan Nwora, Jordan Nwora, Bryn Forbes,
he used to shoot in the regular season.
Axel Tupain, and Elijah Bryant. That was the roster of the championship-winning team.
You only needed 8.
Yeah.
You only needed
He
8.
played
It was
8.
really 7.5 because Jeff Teague just went in when Drew Holiday needed a blow.
Yeah. Don't do my boy Jeff like that. He's
Bro,
hilarious.
come on. They didn't really do much.
Those 7.5, though, man, they played well together. They were so cohesive.
Those 7.5.
Those 7.5, man, they played good basketball.
Meanwhile, I'm watching Gary Harris and Pete Nance get put in the game on Monday.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to have faith. And again, all these guys are in the NBA.
Jericho Sims.
They're great basketball players.
Anyone
They're
that
just
plays in the NBA is great.
They're just not exceptional NBA players. And, and that's what the backers need. That's what the Bucks need. The Bucks need more exceptional.
Those are the guys.
They need them. And I'm sitting here watching highlights from Game 4, and boy, how exciting was it being 0-2 in that series, and people thinking it's over. And
Just like it was 0-2 against the New Jersey Nets.
And Brooklyn.
Whatever.
No. I'm just saying,
I don't know why I went circa Darren Williams 2001.
Jersey Nets.
That's worse than calling the Chargers San Diego.
That probably is. And then I said Darren Williams 2001. He graduated from Illinois in 05.
You know what's crazy about that is that they've been in Brooklyn dang near half of Stroph's life now. You probably know him more in Brooklyn than you know him in New Jersey.
Dirty D, welcome on the Carbless Talk and Text line. You say, stop crapping on my boys. We're actually celebrating what was a great time. Dirty D?
Yes, I'm yelling at my daughter to let the dog out of the car. Sorry.
All right, don't be raising your voice now.
When are you guys going to stop crapping on my Milwaukee Bucks?
When they start winning? No, when they start winning.
Okay, and then I'm going to start crapping on your Green Bay Packers because I have news for you with Goody. They will never see a Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a take that is.
Why, Dirty D?
Because I think he's a clown. I don't think he knows how to draft.
Well?
He's a clown. He is. He's a clown.
Goody
he doesn't know how to draft.
Is that your Halloween costume? Dressed up as Goody the Clown?
No, smart ass.
Thanks, Dirty D.
Thanks, Dirty D.
I think that's the first time you've ever gotten her to chuckle.
I think it's the first time I ever got Dirty D to laugh.
Thinking of anybody dressing up as Goody the Clown for Halloween. That made me laugh too.
Dobbs to be all the scouts that she's got.
Oh, listen, Goody must be in trouble. We got Dirty D talking about he's trash.
She's not happy with him.
No. The state of our sports right now is not in a great space. Outside of the Brewers, everybody else
are fun.
The Packers have Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, and now Packer backer Kyle Wallace is saying it's not great.
No, I'm just saying it's not playing up to the level that we wanted, right?
What team's closest to a true championship? Truly.
Well, honestly, it probably is the Packers, but I mean, I love my Brewers, but I mean, there's the half and half-nots in baseball, and the Brewers, unfortunately, are the half-nots, and my Packers are close, but not winning an NFC North division title this year, that one stung a little bit. That hurt.
Just letting everyone else win them. Or get close.
You can't let everybody else win it when your goal is to win a title. And that's why this offseason is so imperative, because I'm telling you, the Bears are already cooking up some stuff. The Lions are already cooking up some stuff. And I know the Minnesota Vikings, they already fired their general manager, so they're going to figure out what they're going to do moving forward this year. Everybody is going for it right now. Not saying the Packers aren't going for it right now, but it just they need to be active.
Well, the window of opportunity is there.
The window of opportunity is there for the Packers, the Bucks, and everybody. But the window of opportunity for me, when I think about what works in life and what's great in life, is when you're looking outside of your window and those windows aren't doing what you need them to do. If they're not doing what you need them to do, guess what? You need to update your windows with Universal Windows Direct. Just like I did. I love my windows from UWD. And with it being tax refund season, I know a great investment you can make. It is right back with your windows. Universal Windows Direct makes the decision easy. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No, there is no limit. And the more you upgrade, the more you save. Plus, you can get 24 months with no payments and no interest, giving you 2 full years to enjoy the comfort before paying a dime. And this month, guess what? You can get an extra $500 off your next home improvement project. KBN Nation, simply call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No payments and no interest for 24 months and $500 off your next project. Oh, like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Diana in McGuanago says Goody is a clown, but Goody is the one that's going to be constructing this roster to make it championship worthy for the Green Bay Packers. Kyle Wallace, the Packer backer, has power ranked the positions of need, and I want to know if you disagree or agree with Kyle Wallace's list. Coming up next on KBN.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
I don't value that.
You don't
value much.
You don't. That's not true.
No, that's true.
No, that's true.
Well, you guys are coming at me a little too much.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 43, backing up from Capitol Drive all the way through the Marquette and onto the high-rise bridge. Northbound is backing up from Beecher up through the Marquette all the way up to about Locust. Westbound 94, we've got delays from about 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound 94 is backing up from Barker Road, or just before Barker Road, all the way to Brookfield Road. Back on the brakes from the Zoo Interchange to Hawley Road, and then from the Stadium Interchange to 27th. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Dense fog advisory is in effect until 6 tomorrow morning for all of southeast Wisconsin. Otherwise, it'll be cloudy and foggy, sprinkles throughout the night tonight, a low of 38. Tomorrow, periods of rain, possible thunderstorms, some may be strong later on, a high of 57 at the lake, 65 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Break down all the lines, the locks, and the long shots with a weekly wager.
Yes, we know you made it this far, but you lost the way we told you have to stop losing.
With Josh DiMaggio and Ben Brust.
You were a better team, you had a big lead, and then you did what we saw you do 3 weeks previous?
Tune in Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
March into big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Refresh your home this season with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, beautiful new siding, or a stunning bath remodel and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings during their March savings event. But this offer won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The Greater Milwaukee
Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf, is back at the Mosh Performance Center in Franklin, March 13th through the 15th. The show has been reimagined with a simple goal: turn it into Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. That's why Vibes Golf Club, a group of golf-loving former Badger football players, including Melvin Gordon, will be at the show all 3 days. Plus, Bridgestone will be doing some ball fittings, and Carl's Place will be powering Simulator Alley. To learn more, log on to GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com.
Step into spring with a home that's ready for its next season. I'm Mike Wood from Callan. The patio door sale is here. The perfect time to upgrade your space with lasting performance and style. Right now, receive $750 off each installed Infinity by Marvin patio door. This opportunity ends March 31st. Engineered to be 8 times stronger for exceptional durability and performance, these doors deliver beauty, strength, and long-term value. And with smart money options available, making the upgrade now is easier than ever. Request your consultation today at callcallan.com and click the green button. Callan. Design, build, live.
Homer here from ESPN Milwaukee. What makes living at Three Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River, and it's just it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, 90 years old, say they credit Three Pillars with living longer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, you know I love a deal. I'm a BOGO guy, and especially when the value and the product is like the Milwaukee Bucks. I love the Milwaukee Bucks, love watching them, going to games, and you can too, especially when you score a buy one, get one ticket, especially when ESPN Milwaukee is picking up the cost of their ticket. Buy one, get one free on select home games with seats starting just as low as $20, but only today, KBN Nation. This is a one-day offer. Bucks.com/ESPN is where you can get these limited time Bucks tickets. Catch the Bucks as they take on Phoenix, Cleveland, Dallas, the LA Clippers. Big games, big energy, 2 tickets for the price of 1. But don't wait, today is the only day. Bucks.com/ESPN. Go get your buy one, get one free for the Milwaukee Bucks. Compliments of ESPN Wisconsin.
Kyle Wallace, the Packer backer, is going to power rank the positions of need for the Green Bay Packers. I want to know if you agree or disagree with Kyle's power ranking list at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line, or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. It's Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Kyle, you want to take it away?
Hit it, Strophy.
Wow.
That's the music I was
You don't even
expecting.
get the football music.
No, this is more like we don't know if it's going to be good. We don't know if it's going to be bad.
Oh, well, I mean, it's always good if it's coming out of Kyle Wallace's mouth. Isn't that true? Well, it's easy for me. So we're going to power rank the positions that the Green Bay Packers need for this offseason. We're going to start with number 3. So number 3 will be the bottom, unlike what other people just start with number 1. Number 3, I think is clear to me. It is defensive line for the Green Bay Packers. Now, a lot of people may say,
wait,
positions a need.
You're going 1, 2, 3?
3, 2, 1.
Aren't there a lot of more needs than just
You
3?
go 3,
Oh, my.
2, 1. Number 1. You don't go 1, 2, 3. You go
weren't
3,
paying
2, 1.
attention.
You said power rank.
Yeah, Brad, read off your list of things, and I added one to it.
Potentially in this world that the Packers need to improve on. No particular order. O-line, D-line, cornerback, special teams, linebacker.
And I added backup quarterback.
That's 7. That's 7 areas that the Packers need
And
to
you
address.
said 3, 2, 1.
He was not paying attention.
I thought we said top 3 in the
No,
show
Brad
segment.
had it right there.
This in a sheet?
Yeah.
Well, I had 3, 2, 1, so I don't know what y'all want me to do.
Wait, 3, 2, 1 is so easy. D-line, O-line, cornerback?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, night one.
What we said in the show prep meeting, I said this is easy. I said 3, 2, 1.
My gosh.
Well, I can start from the bottom. I mean, we're going to go by the fly here. Y'all ready to go by the fly?
Do you need to hear the categories
No,
again?
Give me the categories.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, give me the categories.
Yes,
I do.
Okay. O-line, D-line, cornerback, special teams, linebacker, backup, QB.
Okay. I must have been getting my pizza when y'all broke this down.
No,
and wasn't paying attention.
No,
you
you were
sitting
there.
right next to us.
You were
What did
sitting
I-
right next to Brad.
What did I say? I said, oh, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and you stopped
I
listening.
agree.
And I said only one of you is going to rank, one of you is going to react. We had this whole
And I thought it was
conversation.
only 3. That's on me. Pat on the back, that's only me. But we gonna knock this out,
This
fellas.
is why you don't deserve the right music.
Yeah, imagine if we did the right music. This is why I said it could be good, it could be bad.
Well, I still have a couple minutes here to clean it up, fellas, and so we're gonna go with it. All right, here we go. I'm power ranking the top 7 that Brad
It's
just
only
told me.
6.
Yeah, I guess it's 6.
Okay, well, listen,
Not bad. Not bad.
I'm just
6.
going. I'm
It's
just
6. Add a 7th if you want.
just.
Pat on the back to me.
All right.
I
so-
said 7, I meant 6. Pat
All
on the
right,
back to me.
here we go. Number 6. I'm going to start with number 6. Number 6 for me is clearly the linebacker position. The reason why I say that is though we're going to be losing Quay Walker, the Green Bay Packers still have Tyron Hopper, who we don't know what we're going to get from, but we do know we have Isaiah McDuffie. So I'm confident and I'm good with Edrin Cooper, Isaiah McDuffie, and Tyron Hopper if we're going to run it back. So that is number 6. Number 5 to me, I know it's an important position with the QB, but I'm still not going to sit here and stress and worry about who the backup quarterback is in Green Bay because guess what? Regardless of who the backup quarterback is in Green Bay, I trusted Matt LaFleur to get them ready to go if needed.
Desmond Ridder?
Listen, Desmond Ridder going to have a resurrection.
You laughed when Tausch brought up Desmond Ridder.
At Desmond Ridder, but if he's the man, I trust that Matt LaFleur is going to get him set up and ready to go. Because he's going to have to play some games because we know Jordan Love ain't never going to stay healthy. Okay, now going to number 4. Number 4 for me is special teams. The special teams, and it's particularly, I'm talking about getting other pieces to acquire to ensure that our coverage teams on punt, on kickoff, kick return, getting a special teams weapon of somebody who can actually give you yards on punt return and kick return, that is something that's so important. And also replacing your kicker in Brandon McManus. One thing I saw from Brandon McManus this year that has me very nervous and concerned is he got the yips, didn't he? He got the yips in the playoffs. And when it mattered the most, when you needed him to make kicks in order to advance you, or as Stro says, Pip Stro.
Yes, Pip. We talked about it for like 20 minutes.
I know. I wanted him to say playoff whatever players, whatever it is. But when you needed
You're
him
struggling.
to be, when you needed him to be a Pip, he was not a Pip for you. And so that's why I think that you need to move on from your kicker and Brandon McManus because he showed us when the lights were brightest he couldn't step up. And then obviously you guys already know my 3-2-1 is. It's the D-line. It's the cornerback room, and it's the O-line. You got to fix that offensive line because, most importantly, you got to protect our quarterback in Jordan Love.
I could make a very strong argument for flipping cornerback and defensive line. I know cornerback is weak.
No way.
But if you move on from Rashawn Gary, you got to re-sign Kingsley and Ikbare, and you're going to be relying on youth. And if you saw how the first part of that season went, you could get by with Micah Parsons and others helping that pass rush. If that pass rush is better, the cornerbacks don't have to be as good.
Yeah.
Stop it. Can I
I'm
just
going to
say-
criticize.
You messed up the segment.
Let me interject. Don't you cut my mic. Don't you. Yo, did y'all see what happened in that Bears game when we sent an all-out blitz and Keyshawn?
Okay. You had your chance. I'm going to critique the list. My only agreement is O-line. Everything beyond that, I think, was off. Everything was off.
The Brad Nortman.
So
6.
I'm gonna. This might be a shock to everyone. I'm gonna move special teams all the way down to the bottom.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna move it all the way down to the bottom. I think McManus. He's going to be just fine. He had a weird season and some injuries. He told Haversick to get in there when, he took a plane ride and said, ooh, I'm a little tight here. He had a weird season. I think he'll be okay. Daniel Whalen, stud punter. They're never going to be a team that's going to be great in special teams, so let's be great everywhere else. Next, after special teams, number 5, backup quarterback. Malik Willis had an appearance in 11 games over the last 2 years. 11 games. You got to have somebody in there that's legit, or else you're going to not be able to win the division, much less go to the Super Bowl. Linebacker, that's my 4. I'm not convinced Hopper or Isaiah McDuffie is a suitable fill-in for Quay Walker. Those would be step downs in already a run defense that was gashed multiple times throughout the season. So linebacker for me is number 4, and I agree with you, Ben. Cornerback is 3, and D-line is 2. Here's why. D-line, you're likely losing 2 guys, Enigbare and Rashawn Gary. At least the cornerback room, everybody could be returning, so you're not void of starters. On the D-line, you're void of starters, and the guy that you rely on, Micah Parsons, we can't expect him to be 100% week 1. He probably won't be 100% until week 8. So D-line has issues with depth. and they have issues with actual starters that they're losing. Cornerbacks, I'm not thrilled about them, but technically you could run it back, and at least you have all of your starters back from last year. So good attempt, Kyle.
Whose list is better, Kyle's or Brad? 800-990-3776. Carbless talking text line. Stro, if you and I just get to vote. Vote.
What does that mean?
D-line ahead of corners. So Brad's list. That is the voice of Jonathan Gannon.
I'm actually very concerned about
Just
this.
play it again.
I gotta be honest. What the hell just happened? That was brutal.
We tried to.
I thought I salvaged it.
We put salt instead of sugar into the baked good, and then we tried to revive it.
I thought I salvaged it once I got into it.
No, you started speeding up, and John says on the Carbless talking text line, Kyle sounds really frustrated. You started talking really fast.
John actually put frustrated.
That was probably when y'all were trying to mute my mic, and I was trying to make my point.
You
about
messed up
Keyshawn
and then
Dixon.
talked, and then
Did I ever tell you the story about how I made funnel cakes early in the pandemic? I made them at home, funnel cakes.
What?
And instead of using powdered sugar, I put flour on them.
Oh my
gosh! This is a guy who thinks he can
ruined This was 6 years ago, Kyle.
I mean, there's a big difference between flour and sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
It looks a lot like flour.
Can I just comment?
The texture.
Okay, pat on the back to me. I didn't listen, but y'all gotta understand. You can have a great D line, but if a corner can't cover, their ass is going to get cooked.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
I put my card in, I pump, when it clicks, I pull it out, I put it away, and I move on.
That's what she said. Thanks so much, Ulte.
She pumped and moves on with her life.
Take it out, put it in, move on.
That's what she said. Come on, Kyle. Keep up. That's Packers Hall of Famer. That was one of my better ones, and he's confused.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got an accident on 894 westbound just coming out of the Mitchell interchange. The left shoulder is blocked with this, and then we got delays that continue on westbound 894 all the way to about 68th Street. On southbound 894, backing up from before Greenfield Avenue, pretty much all the way down and around the Hale interchange to Forest Home. Northbound 43 is going to be slowing down from about Beecher Street all the way up through the Marquette interchange all the way to Locust. The southbound side heavy from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and onto the high-rise bridge. Traffic is brought to you by the Milwaukee Bucks and our buy one, get one free ticket offer. Today only. Grab this Bucks ticket offer courtesy of ESPN Milwaukee. Go to bucks.com/ESPN. That's bucks.com/ESPN. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a dense fog advisory in effect until 6 a.m. for pretty much all of southeast Wisconsin. Tonight it'll be cloudy and foggy. Sprinkles with a low of 38. Tomorrow, periods of rain, some thunderstorms, some may be strong later on. A high of 57 at the lake, 65 inland. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Imagine working with a contractor that quits halfway through a project or never calls you back when you have questions, or worse, takes your money and you never see them again. Unfortunately, we hear about them all the time. Hi, this is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and Siding Unlimited is absolutely not that company. Siding Unlimited has been doing business for 32 years, proving to be an honest, ethical, and forthright company. If you're looking for the honest guys for your next siding, windows, roofing, and doors project, stop by sidingunlimited.com today.
Are you tired of the side effects that come with GLP-1 weight loss medications? The monthly cost, the injections, and the pressure of staying on a drug long-term just to keep the weight off? What if there was another way? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we offer a doctor-supervised drug-free alternative designed for people who want real sustainable weight loss without relying on ongoing monthly prescriptions. No lifetime medications, no recurring supply costs, just a safe, structured program focused on lasting results. Visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com today today to schedule your free consultation. Lose the weight and keep it off.
Homer here, and I'm amazed. A program that is so easy and safe and has helped me lose weight since January, down about 20 pounds thanks to the team at Milwaukee Weight Loss.
With our Milwaukee Weight Loss program, we've helped thousands of people right here in our area lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month and keep it off. Schedule your free consultation today at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
This is Coach Greg Gard. I've lived my whole life in Wisconsin, and I know what people here value. Hard work, honesty, and looking out for one another. That's exactly how Bank CMG approaches banking. They combine hometown values with modern tools to help people make confident financial decisions. When you want a bank that understands where you're coming from, Bank CMG makes sense. Visit bankcmg.com or stop by your local branch. Let's get to work.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hack yeah! Hey, it's Stro for my friends at Robert Hack Diamonds. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area. 1 in Greenfield, 2 in Brookfield. Custom jewelry the way you, or maybe she, wants it. Bring in a picture. Few keywords. They can create the ring of your dreams, or her dreams, like they did for my fiance. I walked in, I said, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. She gave me a couple words: radiant cut, solitaire ring, gold band. And Leslie and the team at Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield made the ring of her dreams. Every day she's looking at it going, can you believe this? And I go, yeah, babe, I designed it. The team at Robert Hack helped me design it.
I designed it is very strong.
Well, I've got to take credit, but all the credit goes to the team at Robert Hack Diamonds. 1 location in Greenfield, 2 in Brookfield. Go visit them or visit them online, roberthackdiamonds.com, and just like me, you'll be saying, heck yeah, with the team at Robert Hack Diamonds.
Yeah, you probably said about 5 words in about an hour that we were there. Yeah, radiant, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Bedbrust Kyle Wallace. Brad Nortman. You heard Alex Strofe, and it's time to hear some more Alex Strofe next, here on the Wheel of Strofe.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stro.
Another day, another buckaroonie. Here on the Wheel of Strofe, it's 3.0, Ben, by the way. Wheel of Strofe 3.0.
And up, that's on me.
That is on you. I've got a wheel. I've got different sayings and games and things we get to do together, because I'm going to spin this wheel. And we're going to have the time of our lives, because right now it is time for
Wheel of Stro. I'm ready to do push-ups with you, buddy.
Real close. Blue for prediction. The University of Wisconsin NIL store has just announced they have come out with unguardable gear for Isaac Guard after that deep 3-pointer on senior night, his final game.
It was nice.
In
Selke,
the Cole Center. The son, of course, of the head coach, Greg Gard. Is Isaac Guard going to go down as one of the all-time great cult heroes of Wisconsin basketball?
Cult heroes?
No.
I think that's a little strong.
That's extremely strong.
Well, I'm not saying one of the great players. That's not my question.
No,
we understand.
I don't think he's a cult anything. I mean,
you should have seen the fan section cheering his name all season.
Okay, well,
the problem is, I feel like you have to be on a fairly memorable team.
That's what I was going to add. If they go far,
little
TV time on CBS, and get a feature with dad and son sitting down, and you learn more, and he hits a shot in a tournament somehow if they're up big. Like, it takes a lot more than just one local senior day moment.
Yeah.
You can be a cult hero when others are catching on.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Ben. I think you're spot on.
This happens most years where there's I know it's different with Greg Gard's son and all that, but where there's a guy at the end of the bench that everyone wants to see do well. You get some minutes at the end of senior night. You drain the three. I think that happens most years.
Strove's Pommy.
Wheel
of
Strove! I didn't say he would. I was asking you. It was prediction.
You're very excited about it.
It was cool to see him kind of just stand there and look. And like,
You can hear more of my reaction to Isaac Guard's 3 with Alex Strofe and myself on March Mode.
Yeah, baby.
That sounds good. Is that on YouTube?
It is. And available in the Kyle Brust Nortman podcast feed, wherever you get your podcasts.
Subsection.
Yeah. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Good spin.
Jordan chimes in. New wheel sounds like doo-doo. Not satisfying at all. I
did arms today.
Who's doo-doo?
The sound of the wheel, which I still contest. Although our wheel is better, we should utilize the sound of the old wheel.
Should I do squats instead since I did arm day?
No, got humiliated.
You just
with
push
push-ups.
through
You fight through push-ups.
the lactic acid
If you want to do squat jump?
No, push-ups.
You push through the push-ups.
Push-ups.
Brad, go watch.
In his defense.
Are you going to watch or do it?
No, I'm going to do it. In his
Brad,
defense.
Brad, go watch.
Give me a good 6 at least.
And they got to be all the way down. And I'm going to take the high road.
Here we go.
I'm not going to here we go Strove. Brad, he can't hear you. What I will say is, while he's doing this, I usually wait about 10 seconds, and then the person watching Strove behind the glass, like right now, Brad, usually starts smiling because... All right, we have an observation.
You know what? Those looked like pretty good push-ups. You're getting deeper, chest to floor, 6 solid push-ups. I asked for 6, you gave me 6.
Those ask for 6, you usually try and give them one more.
Yeah, you got to push.
That's the next step.
Mentality.
I could have probably done a couple more.
Then you should
Then do it. You look strong.
You should have.
You look like you've been working out.
I have been working out every day.
Not every day. You already declared tomorrow a rest day.
Rest day tomorrow.
My trainer told me you need to fit in a rest day. I've been going since Sunday.
Well, then don't say I've been working out every day when you haven't.
And you skip Saturday.
I've been working out much more frequently.
You did skip Monday.
Yeah, so
I've been working out tenfold more frequently.
Okay, yes, but like when you say every day, you do know what every day means, right?
Wheel of Strove.
It's not vocabulary class.
Wheel of
How many
Strove
times
3.0.
you work out this week, Kyle? That's
hey,
damn right.
He can lift 95 pounds off his chest, so take it easy.
I guess 2 or 3. For sure 2. I feel like I did
What was the second?
Oh,
Shut
your scrawny weak ass up.
Now you're lying.
No, I for sure 2, but I feel like I did something else.
I just said, when was the second?
I literally worked out yesterday, last night. I was downstairs, but then I do like ab workouts and calf raises too, but it's not like a full workout. On certain days, I'll do some push-ups.
The glamour muscles.
Yeah. So
I can't wait for a celebrity boxing match.
Yeah, but
Knock your ass out.
What?
You're doing calf races too, right, Strove?
Yes. Green for Ben Takeover. Ben, what do you got?
Do we like Ben Takeover?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Because guess what the first thing that came in my head was?
Make fun of him.
Alex Strove.
Just rip him to shreds. And I feel like credit to me, it's been one of my best days since Strove got back from his.
It's been your best day.
Yeah, and so
there's been a level of restraint.
Like I want to give him some grace, even though he's a pathetic, weak guy.
Yeah, yesterday I felt like he hit rock bottom. Something I didn't tell y'all, but I'll share it now since Strove was running it.
Yeah, I'm not doing this, Kyle.
Yesterday.
This is the Ben Takeover.
No. Well, he passed.
I passed the ball.
Oh, wow.
Big assist guy.
Yeah, and so yesterday we all know that Taylor, our great teammate, who in her heels and in her dress work pants and in the middle of the workday after getting up from a computer, she benches 95 pounds easy, just easy. Yesterday as she was leaving out, she said, sorry, Stro. And Stro said, for what? For what? I'm just sorry. You didn't do anything. I'm sorry, Stro. And the kid just looks so sad and distraught. Yes, you did. Stro.
No, I said it was awkward because I got red.
Yeah.
and it was awkward. I felt uncomfortable. And I'm like, why are you apologizing to me? I'm the revolutionary. You went to the gym.
You weren't
to do it.
You didn't say that in the moment.
Good spin.
And less than 24 hours later, he goes to the gym, and he can't bench, and he literally texts somebody, I'm open to taking steroids.
I could bench.
I'm open to taking steroids.
What did you send?
I had a rough start. I had a rough start to that.
A week ago at noon, or I should say last Wednesday, Stro wasn't contemplating taking steroids. Now the kid, a week later, is contemplating taking steroids. That is a crazy fall. I mean, I couldn't believe that, Stro.
This may be the most defining week of your life because it was last Thursday when we did. It was Thursday, right? When we
It was
did
Thursday, but before that, I said Wednesday.
I mean, your life changed within this last week.
Creatine.
What did you think of the Ben takeover?
Yeah, I don't know that we've talked about it. How has my life changed? I'm not sure we've mentioned it.
Well, you're the only one that can define that life of meaning.
Bro, you're working out. You're trying to get stronger. Your push-ups are better.
Yeah.
You're getting healthier. You're being better. You did not realize that the embarrassment of a lifetime would change your life forever.
I think I realized it pretty quick.
No, you didn't. No. You didn't realize.
Guys,
when
I said
you walked into the gym.
2/26/26 was going to be the best day that ever happened to Alex Stroh, even though it felt like the worst day of his life.
No, 2/13/26 was the best day of my life because thanks to Robert Hack Diamonds, I got down on one knee. That's the best day of my life.
No, that was until.
No, that might be the most defining moment of my life, day of my life. 2/13 was certainly better.
Either way, it's a very big statement. In a span of 10 days, you had two life-changing moments happen to you.
He sucks at math. 13 plus 13 equals 26.
Whatever it was. I don't know when you got engaged. I wasn't listening. I helped pick out the ring, and my job was done.
You never do.
I can't.
I wiped my hands clean once I knew you had the ring.
I can't say I listen.
Neither of you do. Brad does. I do.
Brad's a good guy.
You guys don't listen.
Brad knows when to leave you alone. He does.
Brad's never done anything.
He's piled on once in a while.
He's been supportive the entire time.
I've been supportive.
I want to see the transformation. I want to have a front row seat for the transformation.
Brad tells you to do something, and you don't even do it. He wants you to do before and after picture, and you won't take a before picture.
That's very.
That to me screams you're feeling like you might not see this through.
No, here's the issue: is if maybe I did take one in the mirror recently, and I told you I may have taken one in the mirror recently. What do you think our next break screen would be, guys?
Shirtless Stro.
But we'd have to basically pirate your phone.
Fair point. What do you think you would make me make the next break screen if I told you that I took a picture for the transformation? What do you think you would do with that?
I tried making you put up the video of a side-by-side of you lifting 95 and our teammate Taylor doing 95, and you didn't want to do it.
Do you feel good about 135 by Summerfest?
Kyle and I had a whole damn
out.
conversation.
He definitely asked you to do that.
What was the question?
You feel good about 135 by Summerfest after 1 week of lifting?
TBD.
It's not 135 ain't gonna happen. We're gonna get 95. Not this
He'll
Sunday.
get 95
but by June 1st.
By the end of March.
Okay.
No Brian Balaga, but the GOAT has entered. I'd love to talk to Homer on the other side.
You know the story.
I don't.
Yeah, the historic 9-year-old girl.
Oh, you got to share it next.
Yeah, save it. That's a tease.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Brent is crazy. Strofe is emotional. I don't want to get in between none of this.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Look,
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Your email said you had a big surprise.
Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring.
They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that?
Evermore.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for.
Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore, just $998.
Or $14.98 with a 1-carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Amy Simonson is the IT administrator with Professional Services Group. They had business technology from a not-so-supportive vendor. Not anymore. They switched to James Imaging Systems.
They come in as a partner. They want to help you. They want to make your business successful.
Including your James Imaging Systems sales representative.
He's always there when I need him. It's always like, what can I do to help you?
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner with great people and more value.
The value is we have the right equipment in the right place. We're getting reliable, consistent service when we need it.
Amy, your advice for other Wisconsin businesses?
I would definitely say contact James Imaging. They are very helpful and knowledgeable and will put you in the right place.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. Call 262-781-7700, 262-781-7700, or visit jamesimaging.com.
Hey Tom, I want a new hoop for the kids. Any ideas?
Yeah, I got mine from Precision Sports over 10 years ago. They helped me choose the right hoop, installed it, and even painted my court lines.
Nice. How do I reach them?
Easy. PrecisionSportsOnline.com for a free quote.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Radio legend.
I don't care. I wanted to talk to Brent Musburger. That was for my own personal benefit. I hope other people enjoyed it, but I wish I was Brent Musburger. How about that?
Voice of Marquette basketball.
Joplin to the basket. Oh, wow. Hammer time.
And owner of the most famous catchphrase, at least in this building.
Oh, baby, that's sweet.
It's time for Uncle Homer on Kyle Brust Nortman.
Per Adam Schefter, former longtime Green Bay Packers president Bob Harlan passed away this afternoon at age 89 per his family. As one of the most important figures in Packers history, Harlan retired in 2008 as the winningest president in NFL history. He still is the only person in league history to hire 2 different GMs that won Super Bowls with different rosters, with Ron Wolf and Ted Thompson. Big news, sad news in the Green Bay Packer world. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, and Brad Nortman joined by Homer now.
Always answered his own phone. Never had a secretary.
Never.
Nope.
Amazing.
I know.
For a guy that big.
I'm telling you this. If you put him head-to-head with Mr. Rogers, people would pick Bob Harlan over Mr. Rogers.
Wow. Biggest impact he had for the Packers.
He's the most important person in the history of the organization.
I know, but what moment stands out for you?
Well, he would never call me Homer either. Steve. He knew me.
The most important thing is that he called him Steve.
What was the relationship? How did you guys have a relationship?
No, I was covering the Packers in 1980, whatever. Bart Starr's last year, and he was he was like, he did the contracts, and the players loved him because he always gave everybody great contracts. Always wore a blue shirt. I think the IBM people did that. No one ever thought he'd be president. He was too nice. Just assume he'd be Bob Harlan, nice to everybody. And next thing you know, they make him president, and he was there when Tom Bratz was the GM, and he didn't pick Ron Wolf. He picked somebody, or no, hold on. Judge Perrins was the president. He picked Tom Bratz instead of Ron Wolf, but Harlan was in on the interview. And so when Harlan became president, first thing he did was, I'm hiring that guy. And
Remarkable.
then it all changed.
Wow.
But, I mean, he was I'm serious. I've never heard a bad story about him ever. Not like he was just so nice, and you thought he was too nice. Jason probably knows him as well, but I was there when he wasn't anybody. He was just the guy who did the contracts for the players,
Like a
and he
Russ
always
Ball?
gave him a great deal.
So what made
there
you
was
have-
there was no salary cap back
Oh, that's
then.
right.
So what made you have a great relationship with a guy who just does the salary cap?
Well, because he was nice to everybody.
contract.
Everybody got to
Contracts,
know him. And then
That
next thing you know, he's president. He was just as nice to you then as when he was just the guy doing the contracts.
I think that speaks volumes to what his character was, because, I mean, there's a lot of people that work in the front office and work in different departments, and the fact that you were, somehow he had this magnet that
He was that
attracted
way with
people around him.
everybody.
Yeah, no, I'm just it shows
Brought a
he was special
championship
person.
in its time, too. For a long time. First time in a long time.
Oh yeah. I remember.
And here's you want a really good Bob Harlan story?
Yeah.
All right. So Jim Irwin, the voice of the Packers, legendary. So apparently, now again, as Tony Smith says, these stories could be made up, but this is a story I was told. I think it's true. So Mike Holmgren was the coach, and his wife came into the studio where they were doing the game, Jim Irwin and Max McGee. I don't know if she said something, and Jim said, "You really don't have any business being in here," or something like, "This is where we're working." Well, that went back to Mike Holmgren. When they won the Super Bowl, Jim Irwin did not get a ring.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Did not get a ring.
Jim Irwin didn't get a ring? He had been around forever.
Didn't matter if you were God. You pissed off Mike Holmgren. Done. All right. Now, I don't know.
So how does that have to do with Bob Harlan?
What?
What does that have to do with Bob Harlan?
Excellent question. You actually listen to what I say. They don't even.
No, I was going to go there. I swear to God.
At some point, Jim Irwin's wife wanted to get a ring for Jim.
Yeah.
Who'd she go to?
She went to Bob.
Bob Harlan. And did Bob Harlan get Jim Irwin a ring?
Heck
Said
yeah,
he's the
he
nicest
did.
man in the world. Of course he did.
Damn right he did, or I wouldn't be telling this story.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no way. There's
That's
no way
cool.
you wouldn't.
Jim Irwin was around for like 30 years. wasn't he?
Forever. No,
yeah,
he was.
Was he
He
around?
got
Was he around during the 60s too?
Yes.
Oh
he did
my
everything.
gosh! So he
wanted to
30
make
years
sure.
for a title.
He wanted to make sure that no one would have his job, so he did everything. He did the Badgers, and he did football, and then he did the Packers, and then he did everything.
Wow.
He supposedly, this is a Jim Irwin story, supposedly got a technical because he got in a fight or an argument with the mascot for the Atlanta Hawks or something.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't know him that well, but I was always a huge fan of his. But yeah, when you think of like his wife, I got to get a ring. How am I going to do it? There's only one person you'd ask.
It's encouraging to hear that someone that had such professional success can have such off the field
You can be
personal
that
success.
nice and be that good.
You can do both.
He
You
made
can
all
also
the good decisions.
the
He
lineage
made the
speaks
tough
as well.
decisions.
Kevin Harlan,
Yes.
his son, has done so many different play-by-play platforms. 2K, he's CBS and everything. TNT.
If I could have been any announcer,
and Olivia is
of all the
Olivia
ones
Harlan
I've done,
Decker is Sam Decker's
I
wife.
would want her to be Kevin Harlan. I just
Granddaughter.
I like everything he does. I like everything
He's so
he does,
good.
how he does
He's
it.
so
Yes.
good.
But
Wow.
can't always be with
He turned out all right.
Yeah,
Homer.
you're doing pretty good, Homer.
Hey, I only know one thing hasn't changed. I've always been a legend in my own mind.
All right.
Powerful.
That's Alex Stroke level
yeah.
You know what?
confidence right
You're
there.
You're the next Homer.
Oh, no, I forgot. Did you guys know about Sophie Bell?
No.
9-year-old.
Who's Sophie Bell?
Legendary 9-year-old. Holds the record. Deadlift. Tell me the three things she did. Deadlift. And she did the bench press.
What was
9 years old.
What was the bench press? 65 pounds?
101.
Oh,
Gosh. Oh, no.
You had to write
She
that down.
she done beat you.